Good evening. Welcome to episode 5 of the Software Saga, Terrible Trouble in TempleTown. First off, we have a few announcements to get through, as usual. This Sunday, we will be part of DryIcon World. Last year, their online event, DryIcon World 2020, had 2 parallel live streams on Twitch, 4 different continents, and over 5,300 unique viewers. In addition to their live streaming activity, 65 online game rounds, as well as workshops and talks, took place on their Discord server, which had over 800 registered members during the event. So tune in this year and watch what happens when you try to steal from a wizard in his own home. I'll be running some of the Penny Dragon crew through a scenario from the upcoming Mag of Holding 4 with a few twists. We'll be live on DryIcon's Twitch channel at 3 p.m., is it? Or is it 4 p.m.? Tune in at 3, and if we're on at 4, we'll still be there. GMT this Sunday, and we'll drop the links on Penny Dragon's social media very shortly. Speaking of Mag of Holding, it is back. This time with Breath of the Feywild. This 100-page book will feature adventures such as The Witch in the Willows, where you try to free a fey domain from the icy clutches of winter, or Dancing Star, featuring a dancing leprechaun. But why was he cursed to dance? On top of that, we feature a new bard subclass, College of the Two Courts, themed around the seedy and unseedy courts of the Feywilds, as well as a pair of twin halfling NPCs based off this new subclass. We also have a menagerie of mystical creatures in this month's issue that we like to call Fey Familiars. These low-sea creatures can be used as familiars or make a fearsome pack to chase down a low-level party, but be warned, they may just be too cute to kill. No such thing in my book. Finally, to put the cherry on top, we have an article giving you a walk through the literary inspirations of the world of the fairies, from the King of Elfland to Stardust and everything in between. That's it for the announcements. I would also like to thank Kate from It's a Map. Where's my thing gone? Here we are. Kate from It's a Map for creating all the amazing maps you see right here on the Software Saga. You can find Kate on Twitter on at It's a Map IRE on at It's a Map on Instagram. I thought I got those reversed, but I didn't. Please give her a follow if you're looking for a battle map. I believe she's open for commissions. Unfortunately, this evening we are down Shane, who plays Jaden, our Polar Master. So someone else will be handling his glaive for him this evening. Now let's meet our players. First up, let's say hello to Fona.
Hi, so I'm playing Scales, who is a young dragon-born Bavarian, recently off the farm and looking for a new career, hopefully as an adventurer.
Excellent. Next up, I believe Robert just stepped away for a moment. Let's see. Sorry, just things have changed.
Just in Jaden's window.
You're just in Jaden's window. It's like the Ready Bunch here. Robert, tell us about yourself.
I'm playing a human rogue. His name's Robert. He is a writer and a collector of fine creatures. Well, their appearance anyway. And yeah, he's weird. And that's pretty much him.
Okay, moving around in the window, as I said, like the Brady Bunch, let's see who Jean is playing.
Hello everyone, I'm Jean playing Lemut, the half-orc druid. I'll also be piloting Jaden today, and yeah, Lemut is kind of torn between 2 courses of action. Nature's doing what nature does, but they don't look too friendly.
Very good. Next down, we have our resident wizard.
I feel like Resident Pyromaniac is probably a better description at this point, but yeah, I play Ren, the wizard of the party, who was looking at these trees, wondering what would be the most efficient spell in his arsenal to start a forest fire. So we'll see how that goes.
Lovely stuff. And moving last but not least, we have our monk.
Hi everybody, I'm playing Fenor, a wood elf monk, and I have to think of how to describe him because everybody described really well. No, yeah, no pressure. Anyway, he's just with the party and still trying to figure out. You never saw trees actually move like this, but yeah.
Okay. Thank you for that, everyone, on your recaps. Let's do a quick recap of what happened last week. So our heroes, having arrived in TempleTown, have already met some of the more interesting inhabitants, Grundletooth and Kronk. Sorry, let's see. Am I on the right thing? No, I'm not. Here we go. Sorry. I was reading last week's recap. Here we go. Having arrived in TempleTown, our heroes have already rescued a child from a manticore in the forest and met some of the more curious residents. A gnome and his best friend Kronk, an ogre who is an expert baker. Hearing rumors of an entity called the Carved Witch that, according to the local school children, has been invading their dreams and whispering evil and disturbing thoughts to them, our heroes have decided to investigate. And having convinced the parents of the witch's latest victim to let them stand guard, experienced various supernatural phenomena over the course of the night that led them to believe they were in the presence of the Carved Witch, yet she did not seem to appear to them. Racing out of the house to see if she'd left any signs of her visit, they were greeted by the remains of a cow, now rearranged into the dripping form of some sort of scarecrow made of entrails. Tracking her movements and the trail of bloody entrails, her entrail, if you wish, they followed her into the night, the forest becoming more twisted and corrupted with each step, until the trees themselves began to move and block their way. And we take you now to the forest. So what I will say, what I will say to you guys is, as you see these trees emerge from the corrupted forest, the trees themselves look, they're dripping with this black kind of ooze. The limbs have turned to kind of a brown and greenish kind of rotten color, and there's this very, very faint kind of moan from them, almost human-like, but not quite. It's not like a human moan where it would stop for breath and then start again. It's just this faint, continuous like that, and it doesn't stop. And I believe it is time to roll for initiative.
Yay!
Let me just make sure that I cleared the box last time. I did not see this now. Yes.
So you're saying it's not dry rot?
It's not dry rot. These
Damn
things,
they're not extra flammable.
well, it doesn't look
I mean,
like
hey,
they are.
it could be oil. We don't know. Oh no! Oh no!
Yikes.
So everyone's got their rolls. Let me know.
Did any of us buff an hour? Okay, now 2 of us rolled over 10 at least. That's not terrible.
Okay, is everybody in?
We are.
Yep.
The ceremony is about to begin. Numerically descending. And I apologize to our viewers. There's somebody next door on my house. Currently, it sounds like they're drilling a hole down to the underworld. So you may hear some noise in the background.
That's the drow coming up.
Yes, it probably is. Let me just do one thing here.
Just those purple worms, man. They go through anything.
Yeah. Second. Okay, let me know if the music's too loud for you.
That's perfect to me, anyways.
Excellent stuff. So first off, we have our first tree, which is here, and it moves. Let's see, that far. So it moves into here, and Robert, as you see this thing approach you, just as it gets worked up into this, what you can only describe as some sort of battle frenzy, the ooze just kind of leaks off at kind of at a more prolific rate, and there's something very disturbing about it as it lashes out at you. They slam attack.
Robert about to be killed while he's busy drawing this thing.
That is a 19 to hit.
No, that misses. No, I'm getting that hit.
Okay, that's 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Fuck.
Ow.
Yep.
Wow.
That's all it can do for the moment. Next up, for Finar, you're up.
Oh my word. Okay. Well, I'm focused on the tree now in front of me and the mood.
You hear behind you you've heard people get hit, but Robert sounds like he's just been really badly hurt.
The papers just go flying.
No, my drawing.
Okay. I'm just gonna look at Lemut, the tree, and now at the back. It's like, okay. I'm gonna charge up to the tree behind against Robert,
Okay.
but I want to try to get behind it.
Okay. Yeah, you can certainly do that
Yeah.
if you have the movement.
It's there. Still okay.
He's a
so-
wood elf monk. He has all the movement.
Yeah, I just like swiftly move, and then I'm gonna try to attack him with my staff.
Okay, roll to hit. See if he has any resistance.
Wood on wood.
Dirty 20.
That is a hit.
8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna spend a key point to do Fury of Blows.
Okay.
That is 17 to hit on the first one.
17 is a hit.
That's 5 bludgeoning. Second
Okay.
one. 21 to hit.
That is a hit.
6. So it's 8, 5, it's 11, 19 damage in total.
So what was the last one? 6. Okay. As you connect with the first strike of the staff, it's you fought nothing like this before. You're used to going for pressure points in humanoid bodies and just go whack, whack, whack. And the whack with the staff almost resonates through your arm. It's like, you're like, oh, it hurt. Your bludgeoning attacks don't seem to be doing as much damage as you were used to them doing.
It's all part of the training. That's all
Yeah,
I
monks
do.
fight trees. You've never seen that video of the
Um,
monk punching the shit out of the bark of the tree to trade his fist?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
that's
there
why-
anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
That's all I can do for now.
Okay. Sorry. Next up, we have Jaden.
Oh,
You need to get that pole arm going, buddy boy, because this is going to be a tough fight.
No, yes. So I think Jaden would probably. Are we doing flanking?
Yeah.
I can't remember what we did.
We
It's
are
just
doing
a-
flanking, yes.
Okay, cool. So Jaden would probably step up to the tree over there to
Yep.
maybe pull some of the aggression, and then he's just going to go for a swing with the glaive.
Okay. Roll to hit with advantage.
21 for 4.
21 for 4 points of slashing damage. That is a hit, and that does your damage. Does the music stop for anyone?
Yeah, did
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay, strange.
he has the backhand attack as well. Don't forget about that.
Oh, look, this one's
yes,
called
it's got the other attack. as
They're
well.
in the woods.
this one's called Terror in the Woods. How apt.
So yeah, I'll just roll with the glaive to hit again
Yep.
for the bonus action attack, and then I'll roll a d4.
Yeah, no problem. The bonus action is bludgeoning, isn't it?
It's bludgeoning, yes.
Yeah, okay.
So 1 point.
Not there.
Does that
I
not
can-
add
I
his
can't
proficiency?
give
No,
him-
it doesn't.
I can't give him a half point of damage, so we'll stick with the one. Okay, yes. So Jaden rocks in with the swipe in the butt. Definitely, Jaden realizes this is doing more damage than he saw Fanar do with just his stick that doesn't have a pointy end in the end of it.
All right,
Is there
so
anything
I'll
else
just,
Jaden would like to do?
Yeah, just inform the party that slashing damage seems to do more than bludgeoning.
Okay. Moving on, Ren, what would you like to do?
So, Ren's going to move to. Sorry, I just want to make sure. I want to line this up so that I don't hit. Good. So I'm going to move to here. Now, and then I'm going to take out a red scale like thing.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to focus as an orange energy starts to he has his sleeves rolled up, so his orange energy starts to come off his hands.
Yep.
And he's just going to almost crush the scale in his hand. It's just sleight of hand.
Yep.
It's just disappeared into his sleeve, and then a trail of fire is just going to around his feet. It's like a circle around his feet, and then just rush towards the tree as he casts again as our Scourger.
Oh,
Directly at it.
okay.
Big guns coming out.
Yeah,
Big
I'm
guns
not
coming
gonna-
out.
So that is a 30-foot line That is
You-
5
do you
foot
need-
wide.
Okay.
And
Did I drop that
is-
into your
It
templates?
is. It is. I just don't know how to make it go diagonal.
If you just drag it out, and you see the line that I have here, if you just twist
Yep.
it like so. So
Grand,
you,
yeah,
you
I'll
can
ju-
do that. You should be able to move that yourself, I think.
Yeah. So. Where's that
Or
going?
can you, or do you need to drag it out yourself?
Yeah, I'm
Pretty
trying
sure
to.
you
Just
should be able
keeps
to.
clicking instead of dragging. Here we go. Then, where do I turn it?
If you click the thing once, you should see
Oh yeah.
this. Yeah, there you go. And
You
if you
send it-
hold Alt, you can move the thing, and you can change the direction.
Oh, grand. Yeah, no, it's there. So directly towards the tree.
Okay, excellent stuff. And sort of chipping off this tree here. Good to know. So roll me damage, please. Does
I
it get a
will now.
save?
It's a deck save. So just give me 1
Oh
second.
God.
Where is my templates?
Dex -2.
It's what I figured. Trees aren't fast.
No, Mother Nature. They're very
So,
slow,
yeah,
slow
it's,
but persistent.
Deck save, and then that is 3d8 fire damage.
3d8 fire damage. Okay. Let's give it a Dex save. 20 -2. What's your?
It's 13, so yeah, it saves, but it takes
Oh,
half
wow.
that damage.
It doesn't. It takes full damage because it is vulnerable to fire damage.
Oh,
Yeah. And you see it just go. Despite the black ooze running from it, it seems, and it twists, and that moaning sound becomes more high pitched. It goes like that. If you've ever heard lobsters being cooked, which is a horrific sound, that is exactly what it sounds like. So what was the damage?
It was 3d8, so it was 18 damage.
18, 17. It says here.
Oh.
Is that not right? 8 plus
Oh,
4.
17, sorry, yeah, no, down.
Cool.
Your
That's
save is
good.
18, I was looking at.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Cool, Abula. That definitely hurts it. That's gonna affect. Does that stay in place or is that gone?
No, it's gone. It's a one-time
That's
thing. It's not.
Excellent
It's
stuff.
not like a. It's like fireball. It's like a flash fire.
Okay, good to know. Anything else you'd like to do? Do you have any more movement?
I do. I will back up here. Are these like rocks?
Yes, they are.
Are they
This
large
is-
enough for them to crouch down behind?
No, they're large enough to pick up and throw if you wish. But
He's going to move in like further away from the tree, so he's going to just back up to where like here.
okay, good to know. Okay. And next up we have Robert Seth Cooper.
Okay. Well, Robert is feeling not so great. Blow.
Okay. Yeah.
Decides to abandon his drawing, and then pulls out his rapier and stabs the thing.
Pointy. I like it. So you should automatically get sneak attack if you hit because you have it flanked, so you get advantage on sneak attack.
Yeah. I have advantage.
Lovely. Roll to hit. 23. That is a hit, my friend.
It's double fours on my screen. I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah, it was double
Yeah, me
fours on my
too. Yeah,
screen
yeah.
as well.
It says here that you rolled an 18. So look, let's. I think we should believe chat.
Oh,
I
that's,
believe the chat.
That's 23 to hit for 10 piercing.
I still need to roll for sneak. I don't have my sneak
wow.
attack ticked on. Sneak attack 2d6.
That's resistant to piercing as well.
2d6. So another
Okay,
7.
So technical question: the sneak attack damage is the same type that you delivered with the weapon you
it's
used,
same
isn't it?
weapon.
Yeah. Okay, great. So
Mhm.
17 down to 16, half to 8. Okay. So
I'm gonna
again,
use my bonus action to do cunning action and disengage.
you can, yeah. Why can't I select?
and
Oh yeah, so I'm not selected.
Move somewhere. I don't want to move closer to that one. We can go down like this, running
Okay.
almost off of the map.
So you find a nice kind of almost a hole that a squirrel might nest in, and you stab your rapier straight in it, twist it about a little bit, and you hear again that moan, kind of to this higher pitch. Sounds like you've definitely hurt it, but not as much as you, like I say, not as much as you thought you would. But it certainly wasn't happy. Is that all you like to do with your turn?
Yeah, my only note on the tree is do not water. Question mark.
Excellent. Next up, Scales Tiller.
Yeah, so Scales was watching the fight and was prepping to move into a better position, but then luckily spotted that Robert had skedaddled out of the way suddenly out of nowhere. So now he has a line. So Scales is going to enter a rage because these things are beating on his friends and they look totally wrong. They don't look right for trees.
No, they
at
look
all.
corrupted and evil.
Yeah, so he enters his rage, that terrible calm descending on him, all right, and he is going to use his breath, his lightning breath, at this tree here.
Lightning breath, I like it. What's the range on that?
It's the same as the weapons that Ren used. It's basically a 5 foot wide, 30 foot long.
Whoa!
Breath of lightning that comes out, and it's a DC 12 dex save for that.
I will make up a template for you during the week for that.
So as this is happening though, so as he begins his attack and this rage, calm rage descends on him, also though flickering into existence around him are well, they look very like him or variants of him, but different armors, different ages, clearly dragonborn warriors of old, in spectral form, ghostly white, I imagine, and flickering, and they're going to rush at this tree as well.
Okay. So how many of these do you control? That's something we probably should have discussed during the week. Do you have independent control over these?
So these don't really do anything except as long as I stay in my rage until my next turn, they will distract the tree because it's my first opponent.
Okay.
And basically give it disadvantage on attacks against anyone that isn't me.
Okay,
so they
good
don't
stuff.
really do anything. It doesn't specify how many of them there are, so.
It's just
We might-
flavor effects, I think.
Yeah, we might have a chat about that during the week, and it might scale as you level, I think. That was not a scale show, but anyway. Okay, cool. So, do you want to roll your damage for your lightning,
Yarp.
or is it just a flat damage?
Well, it depends on whether you fail or succeed on the deck.
Okay, let's get a dex. He's -3, I think. Let's check. It doesn't matter. That is a fail.
Shame that couldn't have been the first one because it would have been toast.
That is 3 points of lightning breath damage. Resistances.
I think I rolled
Okay.
one dice, did I?
No, it says. I think you just rolled 3 ones.
Yeah, one plus
No,
two.
you rolled 2d6. How many should you roll?
Okay. 2d6, but on my screen it looked like I rolled a d20. So okay.
No, that was a d20 for the save. I think you must have seen my dice rolling across it.
Okay.
So you did 3 points of damage, 3 points of lightning damage,
Score.
which damages it, and one of its limbs kind of just sort of briefly catches fire, and then it kind of smolders, and then it goes out.
In my experience,
it's-
trees are vulnerable to lightning.
Yeah,
And,
your experience, unfortunately, not in the 5th edition writer's experience.
He's just going to move then a little bit around to be more south of the tree.
Okay,
And that is
You're gonna
Scales.
stay
That is
there?
all Scales is doing.
thank you very much. Next up, a resident druid, Lamud.
All right, so it kind of looks like everyone's got that western tree under control for now. So Lamut is going to take 2 steps back, and he is, where was it? Sorry, I'm just trying to find it on my sheet quickly.
Destroy plants.
Yes, I'm going to cast Destroy Plants. He is
Wither.
going to extend his hand kind of in the direction of the tree, and he's going to just mutter the words Pashi. And as he
Okay.
says that, he expends one of his uses of Wild Shape, but he is using Wild Companion to summon a bestial spirit. Or not a bestial spirit, because that is a spell, but summoning a familiar.
Is that a bear?
That is a bear.
Excellent. Excellent. I love it.
And
Okay.
the bear, unfortunately, the bear does roll its own initiative, so we'll see where it
Okay,
slots
let's
in.
do that.
Is that his action or his bonus action? I assume action.
That is my action.
It's right after you.
It's right after you.
It's right after me. Brilliant.
That's not
Perfect.
bad.
I don't have
Okay.
anything that I can use for a bonus action, so that's going to be my turn. So the bear will then go.
Did that add him to the order?
It
Yes, it
didn't.
did. Yeah, no, it
Yeah,
did.
Yeah,
right.
my screen.
Right,
Oh, it's just
yeah.
not ranged.
Right at the bottom.
Yeah, cool. So look, and that's all you can do, is it?
Yeah, that's
Or
all
is
I
there
can
anything
do.
else?
So
Okay.
the bear goes next.
Yes, he sure does. Or she.
Yeah, let's say she.
Okay.
Her name
She
is
bear.
Mishka. Yeah, so we're going to go. The bear's just gonna first swipe at the tree with its claws. Natural 20.
Oh,
Ooh, nice. Jesus.
16 points of slashing damage,
Okay.
and it's then going to go in for a bite.
Oh,
21 to hit.
Okay, wow, okay.
This one.
Which I assume hits
That does hit.
for a 12 points of piercing damage.
Wow. Okay. This thing is in a bad way. So you guys just see this spectral bear disappear from nowhere. And there's a bear shit in the woods. Yes, it does. So it knows exactly how to take down a tree. And it just starts swiping at the most vulnerable parts, and then it just locks its jaws onto this tree, doing a massive amount of damage. And again, you hear that high-pitched kind of moaning, screaming sound as this thing is taking a heap of damage.
Druids, man.
This makes sense now. You know that mission in Skyrim where you have to go hunt the bears because they're fucking up the trees?
Yeah.
I get it now. Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else the bear would like to do?
Yeah, Mishka's just going to step around to there, placing herself in between the tree and Ren.
Interesting. Have you left its reach?
No, I have not.
Okay.
It's basically just a 10-foot step to the side.
Yeah, it has a 10-foot reach. Okay, cool. Good to know. Okay, next up is the awakened tree.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
Dave. If that's the case, Lamut did leave the tree's range.
Okay, cool. No worries. Yes, that's very true. So we'll get an attack of opportunity on Lamud. Go with slam attack.
Chat is saying they hope I don't level up too fast because giving me fireball is dangerous. You're right. You're 100%.
That is a
right.
23 to hit Lamud.
That definitely hits.
Yeah, that's 9 bludgeoning damage to you. Thank you for being so
Alright.
honest. It may
No
be the end.
problem.
It may be the end of you. Okay, moving on to this. Let me just rearrange the turn order. No, I'll do that next. Okay, this tree here still has its eye on Ren. Whereas the slashing damage hurt like hell. The fire damage it awakens something primordial. So you see it like one of its limbs reaches deep into the back of the tree.
Yeah.
And I hope you can see
What's
this.
the tree gonna do?
It's going to throw a squall at you.
Shield.
If you can see in chat, you can see what happens there. So it reaches in and pulls out this massive buzzing beehive, which is now on fire, and tosses it straight to the ground right in front of Ren, and in a 10-foot 3d 4 points of damage to anyone in a 10-foot radius. So it's going to land it here, and that will be 5, 10, and Lamud. You all take
Is there a
3d
save or no?
3. Yeah, you can make a dex save for half. 3d 4 points of damage to these angry bees who are probably on fire now, but I won't do fire damage to you as well.
If anything, that should be killing the bees.
Here's 3d 4, so it's 6 piercing save for half.
Uh,
The DC is 12.
12. Okay, so the base saves. Or
Oh,
Mishka saves.
11.
For Lamut. Dex.
It's minus 6 points, was
Yeah.
it?
6 or save for 3, yes. Is
That's
there a
Ren's
cloud?
that's the first damage Ren has taken in this entire campaign.
Okay, to be or not to be.
Yeah.
So
Almost did it, guys. Almost went 10 sessions or 6 sessions with no damage.
Yeah, so yeah, cool. I was gonna add to that and just say that any concentration checks would be made at disadvantage, but I'm not. I wouldn't be that mean. So that's its one action there. Let us rearrange the turn order, sort by ascending, so we include our resident bear, and we're back up to this tree here. Where's Robert gone? He's away down there. Okay, so this guy is going to take a shot at Jaden because he's wielding the slashy thing. Coming at you. That is a 12 to hit Jaden.
That misses.
That's
As a
And
fighter, that does not hit.
that misses, and I'm going to spend a superiority die to repose.
Excellent. You go for that.
Battle Masters.
So that's going to be a glaive attack. 22 to hit
22 hits.
for 7 slashing damage plus just rolling the superiority die as well. Another 3, so 10 slashing total.
Okay. Yeah, so it takes a swipe at you, and Jaden, just as the experienced fighter he is, just quickly just bats it aside and swipes his glaive at this thing, taking off one of the branches right at the trunk.
Just trimming the hedges.
Trimming the hedges. That is all it can do. Oh, is it? Let me see if there's anything else it can do. No, that's all I can do for this round. Next up, we have Fanar.
Okay, after Finale didn't do much damage with fist or anything. He doesn't have a sharp weapon. He's just let he just attack again with his quarterstaff.
Yep.
Because that's the only thing he can do.
If we find a short sword, we're taping it to that quarterstaff.
14 to hit.
13 to hit is a
short
hit.
sword.
That is its armor class, 13.
It's 14 days, no?
14 to hit,
14.
then yes. That's one
So
better.
that's-
It's one louder.
11 bludgeoning damage.
11 bludgeoning damage, half to 5. Feel again, it's quarterstaff, just the vibrations run through your limbs.
Bonus action, you're just gonna take a normal unarmed hit, just unarmed strike,
Okay.
because it's not gonna waste the key point for this. Because it doesn't do much damage.
Every point of damage counts, to be fair,
Yeah.
though.
Oops. 8 is not a hit, I'm afraid, my friend.
Okay, that's all you can do. Is
Okay. Moving on. Jaden.
Yep, just continuing as he was, swiping at this tree again. You said 13 was the armor class. So
13 is the armor class. That is a hit.
The 13 for 11 damage, and then going in for the bonus action attack. 12 will miss.
Yes, it will. The 13, the glaive, he goes in with a kind of a lunge, and this time again it goes through one of the knots of the tree, and it connects to something squishy inside. And Jaden twists hard and pulls it out, and there's this kind of like pinkish red and black kind of sap just dripping off the end of his glaive now. It screeches again. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, Jaden will probably stay there.
Okay. Next up, Ren.
Well, Ren has seen the effect fire's had on this thing.
Mm.
So he's going to he's going to, once again, his hand is going to come up. An orb of flame is going to quickly just flash into it and build up for a second, and he's going to fire a firebolt out of his hand at the thing.
Excellent. So roll to hit, you need a 13. 17 to hit?
17 to hit.
Excellent, for 6 fire damage, which is
That'll be
12.
12. Yeah.
Okay. As the firebolt leaves your hands,
Fireball would
scorching,
be different stars.
yeah, scorching the side of Mishka's hair. She looks over, well, her spectral hair, if you will. She looks over and kind of gives a snort, and then this thing just connects it goes a bit high and connects in these kind of reddish black leaves that it has, and they're kind of dripping this ichor, and then they just go up in flames. The top of this tree is now like a candle.
There's a twinkle in Ren's eye as this happens.
Okay, and it's sort of moving around faster, in an effort to put them out. But it's not doing very well. Anything else, Ren would like to do?
He's going to back up into the tree. So this tree here, sort of further.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah,
and he's going to turn. If he sees Robert, he's going to be like, "Hi."
Hey, buddy. Is that it for your turn?
Yeah, that's everything.
Okay. Next up, Robert Seth Cooper. How are you feeling, buddy?
I'm not feeling great.
No.
Like, he made me spill a lot of my ink.
Oh dear.
Anyway.
Is ink flammable?
No.
Oh no, never mind then.
It's not oil, it's ink.
Hey, you can get oil-based ink, I suppose. Probably, maybe. I don't know.
Let's take a step closer.
Just want to set everything on fire.
Which one of the trees is looking closer to being chopped down?
It's a moot point at this stage. They're both very close to death.
That one you might get set on fire if you're trying to fight, to be fair. So
I'll just take my revenge on the one that attacked me and
Okay.
chuck a dagger at it. I don't want to get close to it because
Roll to
you know.
hit.
Actually, for my
Mhm.
bonus action, I would like to do my my insightful fighting thing.
Okay, excellent. So it gets to make a deception check. See what its
Yes.
charisma is like. Okay, -2. D20 -2 coming at you. What have I done here? What have I done? D20. There's 13 it's rolled. You rolled a 9. And it's fight for life. Its senses seem to be that bit more aware, as it senses its impending doom, and its instincts have taken over. So
Yeah. Okay.
so you don't get sneak attack on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, you would anyway though, because is this the one you're attacking here?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you get it anyway because it's engaged with your enemy.
Yeah. Dagger.
Dagger. Okay.
I'm
Roll
like,
to hit,
how do
that.
you tell where the weak spots is on a tree?
Roll to hit with your dagger.
I forgot to take on the sneak attack again, so just roll
That is a
afterwards.
13 to hit. 7 and 16 have to 8 is enough to kill this thing. Wherever the weak spot is, your dagger
Hit it.
found it. Sticks into the tree, goes right into this again, like one of these knots, and it goes straight in. And you hear this like and it's squelch. And it's hard to tell where your dagger's gone.
why
it's
is the
certainly-
tree moist? Why is it
certainly,
moist?
It's certainly done its damage anyway. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I'm gonna move. Try to hide behind the bear. Not gonna actually try to hide, just gonna
Okay.
be behind the bear.
Okay, well,
That's strong, the
okay.
ghost bear.
Yeah. This tree can barely see you, but it's still on its side.
I see what you did there.
Hey, I will never stop doing that. Next up, Scale Stiller, you're up.
So Scales at this point has like taken out his morning star, taken out his sickle, and he was just about to run for the tree that has now, collapsed.
Yeah.
And so he kind of like does a kind of pivot on his leg and starts charging over towards the other tree. But he's just a little bit too far away from it.
What's
5,
the-
10, 15,
Wait.
20, 25, 30.
Well, you haven't got fast moving yet, have you?
No, it's 5th level.
No, so that's 30. So, is changing out a weapon an action, or is it okay to just do?
What are you looking to change out to?
Basically, as he realizes that like he's charging, and it's like he's not getting there fast enough, he wants to like drop one, grab his javelin, and chuck it at it.
Yeah. If you want to drop it, you can drop it. If you want to stow it during a combat, then we'll talk about it. But you can just drop it to the ground as a free action
Yeah.
and throw and just throw your javelin.
So he's gonna, he's not getting there fast enough, to to attack this thing. Come on. My sheet is taking a moment to load now. As soon as I
Sorry.
went to do it.
We've all been there.
D6 plus strength, anyways. So you know that roll.
Come on. Are you doing this to me, roll 20?
Roll 20 likes to do that though. It's always when it's your turn.
Yeah, it's
I would
true.
find when it's not someone else's. But like,
Oh,
And then you
God,
click
I woke up
roll, and then like you click it again, and it just rolls twice straight away.
yeah.
Okay, I'm just I've hit refresh on the page. Hopefully it won't take too long.
No worries.
What scales is strength score? You know.
More than
Personal
Ren.
question, isn't it?
Yeah.
He could probably bench press. He could probably bench press.
No, I was saying because like just you could roll it as a 1d6 plus 4 for the attack, anyways. If it's plus 4, but I'm not sure what the. Oh, there it goes.
There we go. I got
Excellent.
it.
For an 8, which is a miss, unfortunately, it hurls through the kind of flaming canopy of this tree, which is not as thick as you thought it was, and it's off into the forest. Mark off one javelin unless you go looking for it.
Bye bye, javelin.
Anything else you'd like to do?
No, that's it for scales.
Okay.
The worst part
next
is I
up-
can imagine Scales' names the javelins for some reason.
Next up, we have Lamud.
Tony!
An initiative 4.
All right, so Lamud is going to drop his spear. He's going to move up to there. And bonus action, Primal Savagery.
Primal Savagery, I like it.
So you see Lamud just extends his hand and the fingernails begin to elongate to about nearly 6 inches long, and he's just going to take a swipe at this tree.
Okay.
It's a 22 to hit for 3 acid damage.
3 acid damage. We'll do it. Again, the nail just seemed to reach into whatever exposed part of this tree there is, and as they go in, you again feel this kind of squelch as the acid just seems to ruin whatever was inside there, whatever was conjured to act as some sort of internal organ. It connects with it and destroys it utterly.
Good.
And exactly,
The
very good.
abominations.
And it's Tearing the Woods. That was some good music for Tearing the Woods. Thank you, Tabletop Audio.
Yeah, that was,
Very fitting.
I like that one.
Yeah. So, without further ado, I will remove all turns, clear the list. And here you are. So, yeah. Again, this forest is quite it's quite disgusting to be in. As you as you were fighting these trees, your feet would sort of sink into the ground, and this kind of black ooze would just kind of rise through the dead leaves in the forest. It's quite a bad stink off it. It sort of smells like rotting vegetation, but something else as well.
Can I make a nature check to just try and suss out what's wrong with the forest?
Yes, you certainly can. Yeah,
Do I use Arcana to see if there's any magic going on causing this?
you can. Yeah,
I'm gonna
Use
go
your
pick
Arcana.
up the papers and stuff that I dropped.
Yeah,
And I noticed that I'm much more in pain than I thought I was.
I'm
it
going to
does not look
retrieve my
good.
Morning Star and start maybe insensibly heading in the direction I last saw Javi Jav go to try and get him back.
Yeah, Josh.
Javi the Jav.
Jabby the
You
Jab.
sort of went somewhere around about here.
DJ Javi Jav.
Yeah,
So you're gonna
Javi
move in
Javelin.
there.
Yeah, Mishka is also
I'm headed
just
that
going
way.
to, the beehive that was thrown, is just going to walk up to it and start trying to lick up the honey.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's not going to be good considering where
Her
it came
tongue gets
from.
stung by a few bees who are still angrily kind of flying around the destroyed remains of their hive. But there is a bit of honey in there. You see Mishka sort of begin to lick at it, and then she kind of and kind of tries to kind of lick the ground to get rid of it. Obviously, there's something not natural about this, and she seems upset about it.
All right. Yeah, so also just going to go pick up my spear and then over to Robert to go do some healing.
Okay.
It's hard
I'll
to
just-
breathe.
On the Arcana check, the check what's
Okay.
up with the forest, I rolled a
Broke a
15.
rib.
Okay, so you're going to cast healing on Cure
Yeah,
Wounds for
Cure
10.
Wounds.
Nice.
Yes, just placing my hand over the chest, and you know the natural magic just flows through, and you regain some nice hit points there. Robert.
Excellent.
Oh, you're healing me. Oh, that's what you're doing.
Robert,
And
don't touch me, don't touch me. Oh.
So you feel this healing
Whatever-
energy course through you, and you feel some of the ribs kind of crack back into place, and they feel very itchy under the skin, but you quite can't get that satisfying scratch. It's going to be quite distracting for the next few days. You think?
Much
Yeah.
easier to breathe though. So thank
Yes,
you.
it certainly is. Scales,
If
would
you
you like to try and make an investigation check to see if you can find your javelin?
Will indeed.
For
You
now,
can,
I just
you can
want-
ask somebody to help you if you wish. Sorry, Fanar.
Uh,
Go ahead.
I just want to say for now, I just want to take look at the black ooze to see if it's similar or something that was in his dream. See if it's maybe like
Did you, in your dream, did you smell, or smell or taste?
no. I just saw it, so I just want to see
saw
if it's the same texture or stuff.
Roll a history check then. Let's see what you can remember.
Okay.
From out of the woods, where Scales headed off, having now exited his rage and kind of come back to himself a little bit, you all probably hear him scream, "Chavi! Where are you?"
Oh, go help.
Didn't find it himself.
Oh dear. Ken, for now, no, it doesn't. It seems it's hard to tell. You know the way, dreams. Oh shit! I'm after clicking out of this game. Give me 1 second now. Hopefully it hasn't knocked you guys out. There's a button right in this mouse that on the right hand side, right where my thumb is.
I have that
That,
exact,
that
I
does
have the
the,
exact problem. I do all
The
the
back problem.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, so no, it doesn't seem familiar. It's hard to tell. You know the way when you have dreams. Oh wow, okay. Your mouse has many buttons. Yeah, when you have a dream, it's sort of, the longer it goes since you've had the dream, the harder it is to remember the details, and that's the case here, unfortunately. So it's very hard to tell. The result is inconclusive, I'm afraid.
I got a 15 on the Arcana check on it. Anything
15
seem
on the
magical-wise?
Arcana check. There's nothing magical about it. It just seems to be, the physical manifestation of something in the area, but it doesn't seem like
Not magic.
something has turned this specific thing into something. It's some sort of, it's a reaction to something.
But I'm also going to use control flames to douse any extra fire that's flickering around.
That's pretty good idea.
Yeah.
I was gonna get to that. So you guys hear Scales sort of screaming in sadness, and
Yeah.
there's a desperation to her voice there.
For now, we'll just
Would anyone like to
run
help her?
toward- Yeah, for now we'll just
I'll
run.
actually go help her. I'm pretty good at investigating.
I think Fanar gets there first. Move your token.
I'm fast as well.
Okay, well you both can get there at the same time.
For
My
now, we'll just
javelin! It was my dad's. I shouldn't have thrown my javelin away.
Oh.
It was probably not my best move.
I mean,
I
I
can't
think
find it
I think
now.
it'll kind of stand out compared to the other things here. Everything's dark and dreary, and let me see.
Okay, Robert
Maybe I
Robert or Fanar can make an investigation check with advantage, or you can both make separate ones.
What's
for
your
now,
investigation?
Yeah,
I
Robert,
have
you
pretty
can-
good investigation. Can I?
Robert, yeah, you can do advantage.
Okay.
It's a 21.
A 14.
That is a 21. Yeah, so yeah, it's Whereas you saw Scales kind of searching around here, it actually ended up somewhere around here.
Wait, where?
So-
Sorry, my chat was open.
So yeah, so she was searching around there. It actually ended up somewhere around here, lodged
purple?
in the and the red in the undergrowth there.
it's like lodged into the ground, and I don't quite have the meat on my bones to pull it out. So
No, it's quite easy. Just to,
I found it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
So it's over here. Try not to throw your valuable objects. It's important to keep those close.
I'm going to take that to heart. I think I will not
Sound
throw
advice?
it away again.
Can Ren hear this conversation going on? I'd say since Scales was shouting probably, so he would have wandered over as he's dousing the flames that would have been in this area. And he's like, well, I mean, the whole point of a javelin is to throw it, to be honest. It's kind of, overhead throw, hit things with it. Maybe don't throw it away, but definitely throw it at things.
I mean, don't throw your I'm not saying don't throw javelins. I'm just don't throw your precious javelins.
But it's
Unless
the
you're
only
gonna hit.
javelin I have.
We'll get you some new ones.
They're cheap enough from what I know. I mean, I'm 40 gold in debt to that creepy sniffy guy, so I won't get you any new ones, but
I'm just saying
So I
that
throw
your
it, but I don't throw it.
you throw it at things. You don't throw it into nothing.
But I did. I threw it at the tree thing, the really bad tree. But then it went wide and it flew all the way out here, and I would have lost it. Only Robert found it. So
I mean, we're
should
kinda
I throw
going.
it or not?
I mean, I'd throw it. Maybe aim more carefully next time.
So Lamut will walk up to Scales, holding out his spear and out to Scales and say, "Well, if you want to throw something, you can throw this."
So Scales will kind of like go, and he'll look at his javelin and he'll take the spear and he's going to stow his javelin and he's going to be like, he's going to mime throwing the spear and he's going to be like, yes, I think I don't throw Dad's javelin, throw the spear. He's going to look pretty happy about that.
Excellent.
Yeah, if you
That was
like
nice.
it, you can keep it.
Lamud disarmed. Let's get him.
You seriously want to try that?
Ren just turns around, just fireballs. He's secretly been 5th level this
Keep
entire
talking
time.
about these fireballs that you cannot cast yet.
What do you mean I can't? Wait,
So
what,
how long? Sorry.
what do you mean I can't cast it?
I pretend you can cast them. So Lamud, how long does Mishka last?
Mishka will last an hour.
Oh, very good. So is there anything you guys would like to do? Do you want to continue through this forest, or would you like to go back?
hint.
No. Just letting you know that is an option. I'm not saying you should do it, and I'm not saying that. Well, I am saying ahead lies danger, because it always does.
It always does.
Yeah, for now we'll just like teleport. Like, guys, I don't think we should actually go through because I'm not really prepared for this type of fights because I don't have a sharp object.
Yeah.
I have a
And
short
I
sword.
also might add, let's calculate how long you guys have been awake for.
We would have slept. How long did this take us to get here?
This would have been a few hours
We
before
slept
that.
the night before. Fanar, maybe not. Fanar had the 4 hours and then.
Fanar had the
went.
4 hours. You guys, the last time you
We
slept
slept
was.
over at
At the
At
house,
Yeah, we got 4
the
hours.
house. We did.
Oh
sleep.
yes, of course you did.
I
Good
went
to
to
know.
sleep on the
Good to
couch.
know.
Got the long
So,
way.
yeah, that's grand. I don't have to throw points of exhaustion at you just yet.
I mean, we'll
okay.
stop and make camp, like, if worse comes to worse.
Oh, you can.
So-
Yeah, you can certainly try.
So,
Oh, no. No.
well, here's something we can do. Fun thing about using Wild Shape the way that I just used it is it allows me, Ren, and you would understand this, it allows me to use my summoned creature as a familiar.
I would have some understanding of this. I don't have a familiar myself.
Yeah, but you understand the
Yeah, the
arcane
magic.
side.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I've probably got another 40 minutes left. Mishka could go out into the woods and do a bit of scouting for us at the very least.
Now, bears are surprisingly fast, so you can have Mishka just like run really far ahead.
Yeah, Mishka's got a movement speed of 40.
Still faster.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. You can do that.
I mean, just even if it's just, a couple of 100 feet down the path to see, what we are tracking. Or if
Scales tried to follow that conversation and then gave up and started just playing with the spear.
Ren is like, yeah, it could work. I know that, yeah, it would work. Can you see through Mishka's eyes?
For a while, yes, but then obviously because of distance, I'll lose the connection.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the range on that?
The Find Familiar. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Find Familiar, Circle of the Moon.
I should take that at some point, but it didn't make sense for Ren at first.
Disappears. Within 100 feet, while with the familiars within 100 feet of you, you can communicate with it telepathically. Additionally, as an action, you can see through your familiar's eyes and hear what they hear until the start of your next turn, gaining the benefit. Any special senses?
So while that's within 100 feet of you.
Yeah.
Can only talk to it while it's in 100 feet.
Oh yeah, I can communicate with it telepathically.
While it's in 100 feet, but
Well,
it
it's
can go
within 100
beyond 100 feet. And you
It can go
still
beyond
see-
100 feet, yes.
Yeah,
And
you
then
still see through it. You just can't issue commands to it. So
Okay,
if it's
interesting.
more than
okay.
100 feet away, and all of a sudden gets assaulted by a tree, you can't tell it to run.
It'll just fight.
You've been reading my notes. Okay, cool. So would you like to do that?
yeah, so
Okay. So do you want to
Well-
move it up to the top of the map there?
all right.
So for now, it's just like still trying to tell her. If we
I'm not-
encounter trees again, I won't be able to.
Oh, Robert has a short sword, he said, didn't he?
You can have this. I'm pretty sure you know how to use this. It's a simple weapon.
Okay, as it gets to the top there, you move on and it moves off the map. And again, as it moves through this forest, it gets more and more corrupted. The path becomes more enclosed, and so this is a spectral creature, is it?
It would be considered Fey, yes.
Fey. Okay, so you sort of see things. Well, it senses things reaching out for it, and then after it moves past. Oh, sorry, no, you can still see through its eyes, no matter how far it goes. Is that correct?
Yes, and here, and here through
Okay,
its
yeah,
ear.
yeah. So you see and hear things kind of reach out for it a little bit through the path, and then sort of move back. They don't go in for the attack for some reason, but after about.
I'm narrating this as Mishka is walking to the party.
After about 40 minutes, it comes to a large, I'd say half an hour of just kind of walking through this path. Seems like a fairly obvious path. It comes to this area where there's, it breaks out into many, many different paths. And it sort of looks around.
Can I make let me just get to the base sheet again. Can I make a perception check to try and pick up a obvious trail?
You can at this stage. Yes. What is the creature's perception?
Plus.
Oh, yes, brown bear. Sorry.
Plus,
perception.
plus 3, and I get advantage because of keen smell.
Yeah. Roll your perception.
There we go. Oh, and of course I'll roll a double 4.
Yeah, unfortunately, you've lost the trail.
I'm pretty sure because you said 40 minutes or half an hour. So by now,
half an hour. So by now, with that kind of checking around the place, you've definitely lost the trail.
Yeah, lost the trail, and Mishka is probably going poof as well now.
Yep, Mishka's gone.
Bye, Mishka.
So, what would you guys like to do back here in the corrupted forest?
Well, for now, I took the sword the sword by Roberts. Like, okay, I know few moves of it, so
I could help you learn how to use it more. I think Jaden might be able to teach you as well.
I mean, you
I
could
don't-
you could like get rope and tie it to the end of your stick.
That
Basically,
could
use it
work
like
as well.
Jaden does. Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna add the tree to my book. I mean,
Ah.
the purpose of this book is to help people know what they come across in the wild, and it just looks like a tree. So
this does not look like a tree.
That
But it wasn't a normal tree.
this looks like a tree when I draw it. So
Can I investigate the tree itself further? Like, I've checked the ground and stuff, and like the area around that, but like you said, it was
Yeah.
like fleshy sap. Like it looked like flesh nearly. at some point, didn't
There's
you?
something, there's something odd about the inside of it. Feel free to roll
Yeah,
investigation.
Ren, can I just have Ren pull out his dagger and start like trying to cut into it and like
I was
investigate
gonna say,
around?
can I poke it with the spear?
You can,
Like,
yeah.
like he
yeah.
ran over, like paying attention to it. I'm like, oh, we're not finished with it, so I'm gonna poke it with the.
Yeah,
point
you hear
again.
this as you poke the spear in. You twist it. It kind of makes that kind of squelchy noise.
I don't think trees are
18.
supposed to sound like that.
18. Yeah, there's.
Really?
I mean, are you going full Starship Troopers and just putting the hands in and.
No, he's not putting his hands in. He's using the dagger to like cut into it and like.
Yeah, you
lift
cut into it and you
sections.
hear it's sort of there. Yeah, there seems to be some sort of fleshy inside to this tree.
Oh, this.
Well, not fleshy, but like there's like you've.
It's not. It
connected
doesn't look like wood.
with organs or tissue. Well, there's wood on the outside, but there
Yeah,
seems
but not
to
on
be
the inside.
something. Yeah, something very uncomfortably
Lifelike.
moist growing it, sort of that fill the innards of this tree.
So does it look like this is like something that's been created and it's not?
It's definitely not natural. That
Yeah.
I
No,
It's
well,
obviously
yeah,
not
Lamud will
natural,
tell you
yeah.
it's not natural. No. So you could, yeah, I mean, you can surmise if it's not natural, then you know it's unnatural. So, as to whether it's been created or not, it doesn't. It's very hard to tell because it looks like it's just grown. But
I think this entire forest. I think the hag is the carved witch. I don't know. Something's definitely wrong. This is like he's gonna flip over now like a big chunk of it and start showing it to the rest of the party. This isn't a fucking tree.
yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to pull bits out of it if you want
Yeah,
to
he
show.
will. He will. Yeah.
Okay, so you just pull bits out.
Eventually,
and
he'll roll
it's-
up his sleeves and then just get his
Yeah,
hands.
it's this kind of this like dark pinky purple with thick veins of white running through it. If you've ever seen a steak with just the bits of white, but it's thicker and they're more tubular.
It's marbled tree.
Running through this thing, and as you pull it out, and it kind of splots in the ground. And as you cut, a lump of it out, this kind of black goo just goes, just starts to kind of pump out of it.
Is this the same black goo that we're feeling in the floor as we're stepping through?
It's quite similar, but not exactly the same.
Yeah.
Just
Are
give me a
there
quick
spots on the
Constitution saving
ground
throw
where
there, Ren, please.
Con save.
Yeah.
Is there
Mistakes were
places on the
made.
ground where there isn't black goo?
Sorry,
Good call, Rob.
Robert.
Are there places on the ground where there is not black goo?
It's the kind of situation where if you stand too long in one place, your foot just kind of sinks in a little bit, and the black goo kind of rises. So if you imagine like you're standing on wet sand on the beach, your foot goes in and water just starts to come out. It's exactly the same as that. Ren, Constitution saving throw 14. Yeah, I mean, it feels acidic on your skin, but you kind of throw it off quick enough.
Yeah, and that just like almost as a form of washing his hands. He's just going to cause like a slight burst of flame just to like melt off or I suppose like evaporate any of the remainders on his hands.
Yeah, okay, no problem.
And then he's just gonna like leave it. He's like, and then like he's thrown the like chunk, like he's dropped down to the party. It's like that. Just to me, it's almost like flesh.
well,
Okay, so if we're going to continue,
tree
what time is it
flesh.
now?
So it was next morning. Well, it was next morning, was it? Did you?
It was next morning,
Yeah, it was
yeah.
next morning. You waited next morning. I mean, yeah, you traveled for. Well, it's not yet midday yet. So
We
So-
might be in over our heads.
Here's the thing. Mishka couldn't find the rest of the trail. She got to a point where it diverged. We can spend another hour to get to that point because it will take us a bit longer to get there and try to pick up the trail, but
I think we're in over our heads.
chances are we are just going to find another dead end.
We know roughly where we're headed. Anyways, we've like an idea. So
Yeah, we've
I
still,
just
we've
think we're
still got
missing
the
something
map.
here. We have the map, but I don't think if whatever we're facing is powerful enough to make this and cause all this, I don't think this is something we should be dealing with. Not now.
No, because one of the trees almost killed.
Yeah,
Robert.
Robert almost died and it almost whacked him to death. One.
I
Mm.
mean,
that was an exceptionally good roll, I must admit.
I feel much better now. It's slightly itchy, but
I mean,
I can still
I'm
keep
happy to
going.
keep going, but I just, this
Maybe.
might turn end badly.
I mean,
Maybe
if
we
it-
should, if we keep going, maybe we should just be a bit more careful about it. Maybe
They're
try to
very
do it
flammable. These things are
quietly.
very, very flammable. So maybe I could.
I'm just
I don't want to
saying
start a
maybe we
forest
should-
fire, but
I mean, that's assuming we run into more of these trees. Who knows what else is out there?
you mentioned something like reaching out towards the bear and stuff like that. I can only is likely more of these.
Maybe we should, if we do keep going, maybe we should just do it quietly. Like,
I agree.
I don't know what the senses of the trees are, but maybe they react to sound because I didn't see any eyes on them.
That is true.
Sure.
Or did
Likely
I?
a fine.
DM, did I see any eyes on them?
None that were discernible. I mean, it's very hard to tell with these creatures.
The trees have ears.
I mean,
Everyone knows this.
Give me intelligence or insight, whatever. If you have a bonus insight roll, you can roll
I
that.
assist with that,
Um,
considering I've gutted it. Like,
Ren, you can roll for this as well.
yeah,
It doesn't matter. 17 will do it. It threw an object at Ren,
it aimed.
and it definitely aimed. But you're not too sure if that was sound or not. But it's something that you feel is worth considering.
Maybe it's like a kind of tremor sense. Or,
Mm.
Yeah,
I
like
can't imagine we're setting tremors off on this, but I suppose the ground's moving and shifting beneath us when we're walking.
yeah, and I feel maybe they have a acute
Roots.
connection to the ground. with the
Well,
roots.
when these trees came out, did they look like they de-rooted out of the ground, or like?
I'm gonna say you didn't catch that detail because this is the first time you saw them. It was the sheer size of them and how unnatural they were, and their movement you were just like, holy shit, what the fuck is that? So I think next time if you see them, or if you meet some more, I think that's something that you can definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, if you want to examine the root system, you still can.
I'll have a look. I suppose.
Yeah. Quick investigation then. This will be quite low.
Sorry, now she's getting the sheet back up. Ten.
Yeah, I said it's quite low. I mean, yeah, there's still fresh earth on
Yeah.
the roots and whatever else they were using to kind of move along. So it does seem like that they may have uprooted themselves.
Noticing that, then can Ren walk to say, these trees look dead, right? I'm assuming.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
What about this one?
It's probably looks like it's probably wishing it's dead.
He's going to walk up to it, take his dagger out, and he's going to jab it as far as he can into the tree.
Okay. As you do that, you just it gets a kind of little way in. It just seems to be just wood.
And can he just sort of prize of it, like you know how you would as a kid, like someone
Yeah,
that's a
you
sharp
can.
rock with a
You
tree.
can. Yeah, you can. You can
Yeah.
carve in Ren loves Lamud if you want.
No, he's just
Um,
carving a slight like downwards into the tree.
Yeah, you can do that.
So
Yeah,
see if it does it look like the
it
inside
scrapes. It scrapes like any normal kind of dagger or knife wood into wood. So.
He's just trying to cut. Basically, he's trying to cut off a sliver of the bark. So
Oh yeah, you can do that. No problem.
Yeah. Does it look like it's
Easy
turning
enough
that
to do.
weird color?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's certainly not what you would have expected to see. It's yeah, you can see that the corruption is taking hold of this tree as well.
I think whatever this liquid that's flowing through the earth, or that is, it's maybe that's being created by these, but there's definitely it's spreading. I think this forest is dangerous.
Well,
Of that, there's no doubt.
no one has, said anything strongly one way or the other. So I'm just going to come out and say it. I think we shouldn't continue further. We should
Yeah.
I agree.
wait until we know more. We've shown whatever this thing is that we are willing to fight back at this point on behalf of the town. So
It did stop. It did stop when the kids
hopefully that'll give it pause for a while. Enough time for us to figure something out.
It's something with the whole town. There's something off the whole town.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
There's very much something not right around TempleTown. I mean,
Very
Jade
sorry
will-
if I've given you that impression, but okay.
oh, really? Are you not trying to get that impression? Like, there was two kids when we were walking to the brewery the first time. I know for a fact Jaden saw them, but he's denying it for some reason.
Oh, Jaden's right there. Are you saying this in front of Jaden? Because Jaden
I'm saying it, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying it. He's like, yeah, I know for a fact he saw them, but he's denying it.
Jaden's just doing his whole usual thing, looking the other way, not even.
Yeah.
No, he's just like, yeah, but
conversation.
I think
Like,
it's unrelated.
Nope,
I
it's
don't know
not
what you're
related.
talking
I
about.
don't know what you're talking about.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
You're gonna make your way
they-
back to the town. Is this what's happening?
I'd say
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
We've lost the
Well,
trail. I don't think we can.
That's Lamut's opinion.
We've lost the
Okay.
trail. We can't keep following
Scales has used the tip of the spear to draw a picture of a very crude tree on the ground, and there's like angry squiggles coming off its head, and it's like its branches are looking like "Arr."
Make a performance check or a dexterity check to see how good this is. Whatever you like, performance or dex, whatever is better for you.
They're the same. I'll go with performance.
Okay,
Let's see.
that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah,
convincing.
there's some
picture of a
extra
tree.
kind of it looks pretty good. You chose the right part of the ground to like do this in. It receives the point of the spear very well and allows you to sort of add nuances to the drawing that maybe a tougher piece of earth might not. And it looks pretty good. Is it sort of to serve as a warning to other travelers or just for fun?
No, I was just bored while they were having a very
Okay.
involved
Excellent, no
discussion
problem.
about
I am.
pros and
like-
cons of whether going forward or back and what might be happening. And I was just
Okay.
like, trees, angry
Mm.
trees.
I come up next to him and I'm like, that's pretty good. I could, if you ever have some free time or something like that, I could use some help with the stuff I draw. It could be
Oh yeah.
could be well worth your while. I'll even pay you for.
I
Every
think I
picture that
definitely
you-
made it look angry, didn't I?
Yeah, it
I
looks
think
it looks like a tree. I have the same problem. It just looks like a tree, I guess. It's hard to give a tree emotion without giving it a face.
yeah. Angry trees
Maybe-
are weird. Squishy trees are weird.
Yeah. Squishy trees are. That's not something I ever want to see again.
Yeah.
Okay, so should I move you guys back to TempleTown?
We'll head back. As we're heading back, though, Ren will say to like Jaden and Lamud, I suppose, and everyone that can listen, but he's going to like specifically strike it up with them that Grundletooth, he mentioned a downed like airship or something, didn't he? down in the above town about an
Yeah, he did.
like some like an artificer. So maybe he knows something. Like if there's something up there, maybe that'll let us know more information. Like it could be something.
And there's that. There's the temple to go have a look at still.
Yeah. There's a lot we can have a look at in the meantime. We may find some things that could help us.
There are definitely a few things. Yeah, you haven't really explored the town fully yet.
Exactly.
Nor like, not saying you have to. Just saying there are other things. There's plenty more to do.
Yeah, I mean,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lots to do in TempleTown. That's why I made it this way.
When you throw us back on the map, we can refresh ourselves of the places we haven't visited yet.
Yeah, we've only been really to the inn, the school, the house.
Yeah.
The meadery, the bakery.
Meadery and the bakery, yeah.
You still
Like,
have.
there's a
You've been to the
church
town
here.
hall. You've been to the town hall because Robert wanted to post.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that.
Something.
I
You
think-
haven't been to the blacksmith. You haven't been to the apothecary. You haven't been to the mill. You haven't been to this church over here. You
This is the
haven't
blacksmith.
been to the Thirsty Troll either, which is
Surprising considering Rand's drinking habit. But yeah, no.
absolutely,
From
yeah.
what we can gather, we've spoke to, I can't remember her name. It was Valeria.
Oh, awesome, Valeria. Yeah.
Yeah, Valeria. Would she be the town's blacksmith?
She would.
So we could, I suppose, we could pay a trip there, just as we're re-entering town. Tell them what we've found so far.
Yeah. I'd be interested to see how this encounter is going to go. And you said that you'd be back with the head of the
Results.
hag, basically. But
Lost.
results.
Also, is this the temple up here?
So hold on, let me just move back. I'm on a different.
No worries.
This is up
Maybe-
the top left is the temple. The TempleTown is named after. It is a 2-day hike into the woods.
And then this, how far is this?
Now.
The airship?
That would be about 2 days as well. 2 days hike into the hills.
And is that like a mine or something?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, there was the mines as well.
Mhm.
We're
Maybe
not,
we
go,
should
we're not
have,
going near a mine. I spent too much time in mines on the Tuesday again.
Maybe we should have brought a branch of one of the trees to show around. Maybe someone. Or something.
Between the wounds you've got and I've got,
Yeah, I mean it's pretty easy to say to you guys how you could.
we had a bit of a
you could have
scuffle.
brought bits and pieces. Yeah.
Oh, Ren would have likely stole something when he was.
By the
chopping
way,
things off.
ran down the bottom left here. These
Yeah.
cows are moving around.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
What about that horse I just heard in the soundtrack? Is that there?
You look around, you don't see it.
Fucking. The fuck?
Clip clop.
So where would you guys like to go? Poor poor Robert's looking a little bit beat up. He's better, but he's not. He's also been better. Actually, Ren's looking more beat up.
Yeah.
But I
this
mean,
one-
it's Ren.
Yeah.
He always looks more beat up.
Where'd you like to go?
Sure. I think
It's
first we're gonna
busy
head to-
enough,
I'd
so
like to head to the blacksmith.
The Airback, you're probably just after lunchtime here, and the town is bustling. You see the guards doing their rounds. Well, the guards, I say guards, more militia. And they kind of walk up to you and go, one fella says, "Hello,
So
looking a bit
Greetings.
worse for wear there."
I've
Yeah.
had
Alright.
better
Trees.
days.
Never trust a squishy tree.
Yep.
Yeah.
Listen to the Dragonborn.
there's something weird with the forests.
He looks a little bit confused at Scales, and he goes, I don't think I've heard of a squishy tree before."
Yeah, I'd never seen one either because trees are hard.
Ren will produce a chunk of the fucked up trees.
That
from
they
his
are.
bag.
Oh,
Yeah, we got attacked by something made out of this. Watch the woods.
I'll pull out my.
he looks
Picture and
confused
say it,
still.
It looks like this.
Well, it's a pretty good drawing of a tree there.
Yeah. It was walking around on
What?
its
Yeah,
roof.
it was moving.
Yeah, it wasn't it shite walking around. Trees don't
I'm-
walk around.
Ren's
That's
gonna
right.
gesture to Robert's injuries and then his own. And he's gonna be like, "Well, we didn't get these from nothing."
Yeah, and you got bee sting.
Yeah,
on him
bees.
as well.
Bees. It threw a hive. Bees.
No.
Yeah.
He looks like he's kind of lost interest and walks into the town square and goes, "Did you want to get that looked at?"
Yeah.
And off he goes.
Probably, yeah.
Fucking idiots.
So I mean, the
We should
blacksmith.
probably
Is,
go to the doctor or the potion maker.
yeah, I was about
the
to say. I
apothecary's
mean,
over here, yeah.
I don't
wouldn't-
really have
I
any
wouldn't-
money.
I wouldn't mind going to the apothecary. I mean, it is. I mean, herbalism is kind of a hobby of mine.
I mean, if we want to, you go there. I mean, it's the apothecary is beside the blacksmith, so I could go speak to
Don't split
Her.
the party.
It's,
I
it's like
wouldn't
5
mind,
feet.
It's the town. It's safe, isn't it? Has to be
Yeah.
safe.
Oh, always.
Doesn't it?
I mean, like if you want to go, if few of you want to go check out the blacksmith, I suppose me, and Jaden could go speak to the. No, you go apothecary. Sorry, me and Jaden can go speak to the blacksmith.
I would be more than happy to go to the apothecary, but if it's not too much trouble for the rest of you, I would also like to make another swing by the town hall. I have
Where's-
another package to send.
Sure.
Okay, so do you want to split the
Anyone
party,
else
or do you want to
hungry?
go to the town hall? I mean, yeah, you guys haven't eaten since well before breakfast.
I'm hungry. I'm just saying because the
I could eat.
blacksmith near Grundletooth and Crag, right?
Hey, no, it's Kronk.
Krog.
Kronk.
Yeah, no,
yeah,
Wait,
Grundletooth
we
and Kronk.
could get more. We could get more of those cool rolls and donuts and things. Just
see if they'll give them to
because
you.
we're going to be over there anyway.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can see if you can convince them to. I don't know if they'll make the magic ones again for free, anyways.
Not
He
the
did,
magic ones, just the normal
Oh, right.
ones for
Yeah, I mean,
now,
he-
not for later.
he did say that those took like 6 months to make. So
Yeah.
I actually kind of forgot about those temporary hit points.
Yeah.
My
I
squishy
mean-
donuts.
it's
Generally, yeah, like
somewhere.
you were told that the state of them doesn't really matter as long as you consume them in whatever state they've become in the back in the kind of bottom of your backpack. They should still work.
Once you can eat them, they're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think we can. I mean, we're in the town. I don't think splitting up is going to get us in trouble.
I mean, we can always just do, a circuit.
We could, yeah. But I was thinking, just whatever. Look, it doesn't really make too much of a difference.
Okay, so you're gonna go this way first.
Yeah, drop off all the stuff in the town hall. Robert wants to go to the blacksmith, the apothecary.
Okay,
and the
so
bakery.
move your tokens up as far as here, and I'll let you know what happens. So as you
Thirsty
make your way
troll.
up here towards the thirsty troll, you hear a, "Get out and don't come back!" As a old man who's got a very kind of thinning, like a terrible looking comb over that, the wisps haven't been washed or cleaned like him in quite some time, and he hits the dirt, and he lays there unconscious.
Unconscious.
Well, so
Is he making
unconscious.
death saves?
Saying no, he's no. It doesn't look like it. But yeah, he's been thrown out by a kind of a rather large and stocky male human wearing a leather apron, and
So-
What do you do?
He's lying here in the street. Is it like
yeah,
for-
he's lying there, and there's a strong smell of booze off him.
I'll just
I'm gonna go over and help him stand up.
Oh no! Here we go.
He doesn't look to be in a standing state. I'm just gonna drag him off of the road and prop him up against the side of the building. Make sure he
Okay, so
doesn't get
the
run
owner
over
is
by a
there.
guard.
Don't worry about him. He survived worse.
What's his
I'm sure.
What's his deal? What do you do?
He's not paid his bills.
Oh yeah,
Ru-
fair.
Run up a tab, and they ain't paid it in about a year, I'd say. More fool me for letting it run up that much, but
Yeah, no offense. I
he's
mean,
seen a
like,
lot, but I finally had enough.
I
of this guy.
feel like after like 2 weeks, maybe it should have been like, okay,
If I need sound business advice, I'll come to you, my friend. Right now, I don't.
The question, is he aware that he has to pay for the drinks? Maybe he thinks it's like a open bar.
If his head could swivel, it just... And he leans right in and he goes, there ain't never been an open bar in the history of the fucking first hour, my friend.
I'm just
That's
saying.
not a possibility.
Maybe.
And I don't want you ever to utter the words open bar anywhere near this fucking establishment, all right?
Yeah, I feel like
Ever. And you can see he's looking over your shoulder to see if anyone has heard those words.
You can just imagine Grundletooth just appears. Open bar, you say?
Followed by
Follow-up question.
Bar.
Is the bar open? Like
Robert, shut up. Robert, no.
oh my god.
maybe you should put up a sign that says all drinks have to be paid for or something. To avoid situations like this, as Robert points over to the passed out drunk lying on those.
This situation ain't occurred because of the confusion my sign that is currently hanging in the open position. This situation has occurred because this piece of shit is taking advantage of my good nature.
Maybe just be less good natured, I suppose. So.
Again, if I want fucking business advice, you want thin ice, my friend. You want fucking thin ice here.
It's not business.
You ain't even
advice,
come in
fine.
and you're almost barred.
I mean, yeah, fair enough. Barred. It's barred.
I mean, I could use a drink at this stage.
Yeah, I mean, I'll end up like him if I go in there because no money.
Now, stuff like this will happen as you walk through TempleTown. It doesn't mean you have to do it, but I mean, I'm more than happy for you to follow this lead if you want to. But loads of stuff like this will happen, and it's not me steering you. You can just as much completely ignore this event. But if you're gonna move, yeah.
Is this guy sound unconscious, completely unconscious?
Oh, he is. Yeah,
he's not waking up.
It's fucking like. Let's go for lunchtime drinks, and it's 4 a.m. and he's missed the night link.
Can I check his pockets? Not to like rob him, but just to see what's like.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. Sure.
So
Okay,
I'm gonna go over and check his pockets.
Roll investigation with with advantage.
Yeah.
While Ren is getting arrested,
Mhm.
I'm not robbing him.
that's just Limud's personality. I mean, he's driven by the wind, basically.
Yeah. Okay. Excellent. 11.
Advantage.
Or we'll go with the 11. I'd say. So as you do that. Sorry, poor old Kate. It's Kate from Itamap got booted, but she's back. Welcome back, Kate. As you kind of rifle through his pockets, he's clearly pissed himself, so it's uncomfortable. And inside you find a very kind of brown and green crusty tissue. So you can put that into your inventory if you wish.
No, Ren just drops that.
So people in chat said they missed the tree.
There's the tree. Let's have a look at the tree, guys.
Oh, shows?
There's a tree.
Yeah, it's a tree.
I think what's most important about that picture is the question mark.
It's a nice tree. But it's a tree.
The question mark is for "do not water?" question mark.
Nice.
So
okay, so well,
that's
that's in his left pocket, and that seems to be the one that's more wet with urine at the moment. The right pocket, you find a small miniature key. If you can imagine, like one that would it's about yay big. It's silver, and it has like sort of those three little loops on the end.
like a strongbox
that you
key,
could no, it's like it would open, say, a music box or a like a very, very small chest or something like that.
Random. He never intended to take anything. He was looking to see if there's any
Okay.
Letters or anything, information as to who the fuck this random dude that's been fucked out on the street is.
No problem at all.
See if we can bring him somewhere, but no, just leave it and put everything back.
These militia are off doing their thing up here. Down here. That's it. This guy's
So-
probably this fella here. So, is there anything else
Drinks?
you'd like to do? Sorry, yeah.
Drinks or mayor's
Uh,
office?
I think we should just get what we have to do done. And then
I'm not so keen on drinks, but food
Yeah.
sounds good.
Food, maybe,
I'm
yeah.
pretty hungry.
So are,
Well, I
are
do
we gonna
food
go
in here.
and-
We do great food in the Thirsty Troll.
Is it better than Shadow's Rest?
Oh, it's way better than Shadow's Rest.
Okay, yeah, let's go. No, I'm not gonna get sniffed if I come in here, am I?
Yeah, I just want to ask that as well.
What is
Yeah.
the story with that guy? What is this? Every time I walk in, and I only walk in because like if we business to do, they're short of a bottle of, a crate of wine or something. I'll give him a crate, and he's up in my grill, and he's up behind me. He's like fuck.
I think
I
Is
never
there
see.
some
I never see him coming though. He's always just
it's
there.
sneaky as fuck. Yeah, I mean, I blocked him with magic once, and he didn't take that very well. But he's
What
seems
do you mean you blocked him with magic?
you know, I mean, I'm not going to do it because it's, takes a lot out of me. But I'm a bit of a wizard, I suppose. That's the best way to put it. So he's trying to
Wizard
skip
at
me
what?
once. Wizard shit, I suppose.
Oh, you're
Like,
sorry,
he'll
just a wizard. All right.
I mean, yeah. Like,
I
look,
thought you were going to
he'll
say
just
you're a wizard at farming or you're a wizard
No,
at
I'm a wizard at being a wizard, and he just kind of lights his hand, like Ren just makes a tiny flame on the tip of his fingers up here.
Put that away.
That's pretty impressive.
I can make it much bigger too, but
Are you guys up over here in Sofferham then, like the other crowd?
no, we're from we came from Sorton.
Yeah, we recently dealt with some goblins in Somerton. and-
Goblins.
We're kind of
Goblins.
I fucking hate them.
Yeah, they're not-
Never met a good one.
I mean,
Killed
I-
plenty of bad ones.
I have hope. Maybe there's a good one out there, a nice one.
Yeah.
But
Well, I'm not
I
going to
think
say
it's
this.
just-
I'm not going to say it's not. I'm just saying I've never met one. All the ones I
Yeah,
killed.
same.
it's just
What a scum. Spits around here.
I don't think they really have a choice with the way their society works. But yeah,
Maybe.
anyways, let's get food.
Come on, mate.
Conversation's getting a bit heavy.
Philosophy is best discussed over drinks.
Yes.
Right, come on in then. Welcome to Thirsty Troll. And I'm
Yeah,
going
we'll head
to
in.
go over to the Thirsty
And,
Troll.
uh,
Once we get into
as we
Thirsty
move
Troll.
away,
Yep.
As I follow off the others, I just kind of like stop helping prop the dude up, so he just falls back over.
Yeah, pretty much. You're the Scales has been sort of just kind of like,
Holding them up.
when you have like a bag of washing and you're just kind of
Yeah.
pushing it there and you have to have it and it just falls again. You move it up and you fall. And she tries to distribute his weight a little bit. Sorry, he just like you try and distribute the weight a little bit, and it's just it's not working. As soon as you leave, it's like cheek just squelches into the mud.
As they're walking in, he's gonna say, "Is like so. Is there anything? I suppose there's a lot weird going around in town, but are there any? I suppose besides us, I suppose new people to town like that. Just he's gonna ask.
Well, yeah, that's what I asked. We've got that crowd who are sort of they're renovating the old temple, isn't it?
Yeah, Grundletooth mentioned those to us.
Yeah, not a nice sort. It was all fucking pompous
Yeah.
crowd of shites there.
What about that? Someone mentioned this a ship that crashed up in the mountains.
Oh,
somehow?
it was about 40 years ago. Gribble's airship was flying over.
44 or
God.
40? Did you say?
What?
Did you say
40
4 or 40?
About 40 years ago.
Yeah.
Gribble's here a long time. Gone missing now. God knows what's happened to him.
When did Gribble go missing?
Oh, it's a while back now. You go looking for his missus. She's put a bounty, she's put a reward on him, and she wasn't the best one to talk to.
well, where can we find her? She didn't tell.
Well, no, she be out with the airship. She's got her assistant working in the apothecary.
Yeah. Oh well, that's we're gonna head there later, so we'll ask him there. Yeah, just
It's about 2 days out of that airship.
yeah.
We've had problems with bandits as well, so just watch
We-
your watch your eyes.
I've had my few run-ins with bandits. I think we'll be
Gonna move you
It'll be
over to the
okay.
Thirsty Troll,
Yeah.
and you will see.
Do you know anything that's going on? Like, do you know what's going on with the woods? There's just some weird shit going on in there. It's not natural.
Oh, if you head out, if you I know the part you're talking about. It's
Yeah.
like if you like you head out.
It's dying. It's almost like
out,
it's
out,
a rotten
past,
corpse.
out past the farm, and
Yeah.
that it's pretty manky.
There was weird footsteps
Really
just
fucking-
going into it, so we followed them. But yeah,
I
there's
wouldn't
something
have
going
gone
on.
that farm. I wouldn't have gone that far myself, but
We lost the only reason we stopped is we lost the trail. But yeah,
very well. All right, well, come on in. Where's it gone? Where the hell?
What do you? What's the menu look like?
Oh, the menu is it's pretty varied. But once we get you into the Thirsty Troll, I think it's the right time to take our break.
yeah.
Awesome.
I was just asking.
Yep. So we will see you guys in probably about 5 minutes or maybe 10, depending on what people need, and we'll be back to discuss what's going on in the Thirsty Troll.
Continue to procrastinate doing any actual questing.
Well, I mean, you're questing right now. We just don't know it.
Yeah.
We
So
are searching.
Thanks, guys. We will see you in 5 or 10 minutes. Welcome back. We are in part 2 of episode 5, and our players have just reached the Thirsty Troll because they went chasing the Card Witch and decided to do U-turn and come back to the relative safety of the town, which I find very amusing.
We got scared, okay, Dave?
And
You scared us.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Oh no. So you guys are back in the Thirsty Troll, where you have your host. I believe his name is Malcolm, but let me just double check my notes here.
You said the artificer, his name was Gribble, was it?
Yeah, they call him an artificer, but it's
Some kind of
I sort of
magic.
got the vibe that they'd heard the word somewhere, and
That fits.
yeah, Thirsty Troll. Yeah. He hasn't named himself yet, but he's invited you in. And there's a poor unfortunate lad who's been drinking since well before breakfast time, and he's kind of passed out here. He's hit the dirt. There's like several attempts to keep him propped up against the post have failed. But there you go. So feel free to actually give me 1 second. There's one thing I want to look for. I meant to do is break.
Just gonna make sure he doesn't drown in a puddle of mud.
Yeah, maybe just flip him onto his back or something.
I mean, did we prop him up against the wall?
Or, you know what? No, flipping us onto his back's a bad idea. He might throw up.
I don't shove it in his face.
Recovery position.
Yeah, maybe drag him onto the porch area or something.
Didn't we already put him up against the wall in the alley?
If the mud gets in his eyes, it could get kind of blurry.
I think his vision's already blurry.
Yeah, that's what happens with a puddle of mud.
But
Yes, guys.
They're the guys that did that I Hate Everything About You song, isn't it?
No, it's the song Blurry.
Here we go.
I Hate
I don't
Everything
know.
About You is 3 Days
Sorry about that.
Grace.
3 Days
Meant
Grace,
to,
yeah.
meant to go looking for something there at the break.
No, there's another one.
Forgot 'cause I
There's
was
another
talking
song like
shit.
that. Not I Hate Everything About You. It was a joke in the good place. That was like the worst song ever. And that in the bad place, they just play it over and over and over and over again.
Would you take?
Hey, leave me alone, Paddy. I should know this. Just my brain is frying right now.
Okay, so you make your way into the Shadow's Rest, and it's a dingy old pub, but it's nice. It has a certain charm and character to it. The kind of place that you'd expect if it were in a major city that tourists would ask, like,
Stupid questions.
yeah. Where's a traditional pub that we go and see? That kind of thing.
I don't know if you'll know it, but you're from the area. You know Roaches and Dundee, Dave?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Yeah, that kind
Yeah,
of
there's a
vibe.
kind of a vibe to that there. Yeah. So as you walk in, you can hear the sound of dice being rolled on tables. well, on table and stuff like
Playing
that.
D&D.
And
Fucking nerds.
yeah, and your host comes back in and walks in and he goes, "Morning, very welcome to Thirsty Troll. What would you like? You're looking for a bit of food, is it?"
Yeah, we're pretty hungry. We've been
Yeah,
we haven't.
I
eaten
can't
since
leave
last
from
night.
over there.
some food, maybe some drinks.
Here we are. Food.
I'm trying to
food and
drag my
drink.
token on fucking Twitch for some reason.
Guilty of that myself, my friend. Guilty of that myself.
Does
Yeah, I
something
mean,
like here.
let's see. Yeah, we'll probably grab a couple of chairs from wherever and
Yeah, and bring them over. You can see there's dice rolling on this table, and you hear the occasional, "Oh, for fuck's sake!" And
Do the
then, you know,
earhead things on the walls look new, old?
they are very old. Very old. Yeah.
Where'd my chopsticks go? Oh. Okay.
Hey, did you guys notice that thing happened when Scales got pissed in the woods?
I mean,
You know,
the scales
I was-
right
I
there,
was-
or
I was kind of focusing on the
Yeah.
tree that was
I
trying
mean,
to
same.
kill me.
But there was like something weird. I thought I saw like another dragonborn. Maybe just am I seeing things or shit? Something-
That happened right in front of me.
Honestly, I was scrambling on the ground to like try and salvage my ink. I didn't notice much.
Yeah. I mean, I was busy trying to not start a forest fire while shooting fire at a tree. It wasn't easy.
Did you say
So
they?
Scales is gonna come up while you were saying that, and he's gonna be like, "Yeah, that never happened before.
Yeah, that's strange one.
They look like me."
Yeah, they were
Sort of.
dragonborn.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
So you're the one they call Dragonborn. Sorry.
and you just hear somebody in the background. Our hero, our hero.
you hear another kind of roar. "Oh, for fuck's sake! I get my ass handed to me over here."
Kind of rowdy.
Dave's trying to get us to grumble.
What are they doing?
They just seem to roll dice. There's
Ooh,
coins on the
liar's
table
dice
and
kind of
stuff like that.
Robert might feel some inspiration coming.
Okay.
He's
As
gonna
you do
walk-
that, yeah, as you do that, your host walks over. "I don't know if I introduced myself. My name's Malcolm. Malcolm Gillidan. Yeah, the proprietor here at the Thirsty Troll. So, what are you looking for? We've got like sustenance of all kinds. We're here to satisfy your cravings, as it were, in an Epicurean kind of way. We've got a joint of pork on the spit in the back there, and we've got some fish in a barrel. I've got some lovely pastries set up from Kronk and Grundletip there. We've got some soup. We've got some fortified wine so thick it looks like soup. We've got whatever you want here. Toilets out the back there as well in case you need to go.
Nice.
Well, I'm guessing food-wise, a bit of everything might.
Kate is
Might
the
be
map
the
says
right-
one portion of substance, please. I actually said sustenance, but they do have crates of
You're
substance.
looking
as well.
for a tapas board or a little smorgasbord kind of.
Yeah, no problem, sir. I can totally get you a tapas board.
Hey.
We've got various kinds of meats and cheeses there if you like.
Ren's gonna turn around to Scales and be like, "You know that word?"
Tapas are delicious. Like they're very small though, so you have to
Yeah.
eat a lot of them.
I
but
know.
They're
but
very
that's just-
tasty.
Well, look for you,
I'm
my friend.
surprised.
We've got two for the price of one on tapas today.
And definitely a couple of extra pastries for Scales.
Oh
Yeah.
pastries.
You know what, my friend? And he points to Scales. You're an adult. You can have your pastries before the main course, or as a starter. You don't have to wait until dessert. That's what you can do. Adults is be adults here.
This,
Yes.
yeah, I suppose Scales is an adult.
Yes, I am.
No, that was the other character. I completely-
So dessert is a starter then, is it?
Yeah.
Dessert is a starter.
Yeah, Scales can do whatever.
Sure, why
Scales.
not?
All right. Let's do it backwards. I'll bring it out. Be back here. Sound off for oh yeah. Yeah, you. And he shouts to Robert.
Yeah.
You eating as well?
Yeah, I would like something to eat.
All right, we're going back to front today, so I'm gonna start off with dessert.
Oh, I don't like sweet things. I'll just have some soup and some bread if you don't mind.
Right, well, you're gonna have to. He looks sort of put out. He's like, all right,
It's another person that Robert has just annoyed by existing.
make a. That's your passive perception is 14, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you hear him walking away on fucking customers. He walks back in here.
Because Fanar will also just ask for like soup and bread actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Robert's gonna.
And you can see his bright, like he looks really uncomfortable now, and he's like, "Well, all right. Well, if we're going back to front, are you all right if the soup and bread comes out last?
Yeah, of course.
That would be
It's the reverse of it, and that's the starter. But this the real starter's dessert. So you're not having dessert, but you're having a starter. But the starter or dessert will come out first. Is that right?
Just
What
agree.
about this?
Just agree. Just agree.
What about this?
Just agree.
When Red says that, I just nod.
Just agree.
Scales nods.
I will take the soup when they finish with their desserts.
No. Oh.
So you'll take the soup for the main. You'll take the soup in the middle. So the starter that was the dessert that was the starter has now become the main. Is that right?
No. Oh. Just agree with them. Just agree with them for now.
Okay, just do what you feel is suitable for you.
That's what I was going to do anyway. All right.
Whenever works for you, that's the only thing I'm gonna eat. So
Okay.
some bread.
So Robert, you walk over here and you can see there's an old kind of very kind of overweight, pudgy man in very very kind of regal looking clothes, and he's got this kind of weird foppish hat on, and he's looking very drunk, and he's got this kind of he's got this big large heavy pouch. It's kind of sat on the table. It clearly contains coin. And there's a gentleman here who's wearing a kind of a fez, and there's a young lady who is very well dressed in, you know, those kind of, I don't know what you call them, but they're kind of like if you zoom in on her, you'll see she's got that kind of like, not a cloak, but just that kind of fluffy thing you put around your arms. I wish I knew what the name was, but I'm sure
The thing
Oh.
Jennifer wears.
So?
Witcher.
Yeah,
What
it's
is it?
like a.
So? No?
I don't know. I'm sure someone will know. Kate, it's a map would know. And I'm
what
sure
is
she'll
it?
tell us in chat. Anyway, they're rolling dice, and there's this kind of business. Oh, for fuck's sake! And the woman is clearly kind of doing quite well. And the old adage, money attracts money, seems to be clearly that the kind of what's happening here. Because she's just like, oh, I've won again.
This is where we
Just
left
take some
Shallan, isn't it?
Yeah,
left
you
us
left her
in-
outside. She was sort of carving or kind of whittling there, but she's gone. Kate, it's a map. If you zoom in on this, well, I'm zooming in here. You might see her, the lady here. I don't know, I think someone else controls the Twitch. Anyway, that kind of, it's not like a shawl, but it's like something that it's kind of a fluffy thing that goes over your shoulders. No hood, and that's it.
It's like a cake,
Anyway, it's not
a
essential
cake.
for the overall campaign. I just thought I'd tell you.
Edna Mode would hate it because it's probably a cake.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah, there's clearly dice being rolled here and money being consistently lost by this gentleman here. And this gentleman is not doing too well either.
They're playing Monopoly.
I wanna. Is the table open? For what you lot are doing
This
here?
fella's like, you may as well come in because I'm losing my ass here. Sit
I don't
down, take a
necessar-
seat. And this lady here is like, oh, you're most welcome to join in. Do you carry much coin?
I'm afraid not. I was more interested in observing your match. Is it called?
I'd call it more a friendly game, if you will. But if you're not tossing dice, you're not welcome at this table, I'm afraid.
Okay, what's the buy-in?
Oh, well, there's no buy-in. We just we just bet on the amount of dice rolled. And currently we're just we're throwing in a silver piece per roll.
Robert better win fuck tons of money with the party right now.
How's this for you? How are those stakes for you?
I can do 1 or 2 rounds.
Very well. We're playing Mason at the moment. Have you ever played Mason before?
I can't say that I have. I would be a beginner.
Very well. It's very simple. You roll six six-sided dice. Anything over a 4, you keep. And you add up whatever is a 4 or more. You add it up. Discard the ones lower than the 4, and then you re-roll the dice and you add up anything that's more than a 4 again, until you've no dice left, and the highest score wins the pot. Do you understand?
I suppose, kind of.
So I'll explain it to you again. Roll 6 six-sided dice.
Yeah.
Anything over from 4 to 6, you add up, and that's your score. Anything below a 4, discard those dice. Re-roll the dice that are over 4, and count up any of those rolls that are a 4 or more. Add them to your total, and discard any of those that are less than 4 again until you've no dice.
And if you just keep rolling high,
Well, then you've more than likely won, my dear.
oh, okay.
Would you like to
Okay.
play?
We could give it a go.
Very well. So
So this game has little to do with
little to do with skill and all to do with chance, my
tactical
dear.
wit. Yeah. Okay.
Do you like chance?
No.
Me and Chancer.
I prefer
Dare
things
say
that I
bedfellows.
no.
Can we
Robert
clear this
starts taking
conversation?
notes.
It's spoken at a kind of a quiet level. You'd have to. I
would
believe.
have Ren would have been paying
I believe you
attention.
guys were talking about what happened with Scales over here when that happened. So
Yeah, okay.
I think your
Same
attention
amount.
would be directed that way.
I'll start taking notes.
Very well. Would you like to? Well, if you're not playing, my dear, then you're going to need to.
No, I'll be playing. I'll be playing.
Very well.
Okay, so
Please place a
I-
silver piece on the table.
of course, here you go.
Your man's like, watch out for her. She's been rolling really well.
Maybe she's cheating.
Do you say that out loud?
But he says it in a friendly way,
Joking, yeah.
like excited.
Her eyes flash. She stands up and pushes the chair back. She goes, "How very dare you? You accuse a woman of cheating in a game of chance. You haven't even rolled a single dice. You haven't even cast your lot in with Lady Fate, and you accuse someone of cheating."
Sorry, I haven't accused you of cheating yet. I just said
You have
maybe.
suggested that I might be cheating, which in my book is akin to an accusation. What kind of a gentleman
Sorry,
are
it's,
you?
it's not the
I took
same
you for a
as my book.
gentleman when you walked in. Maybe someone with an education. Maybe someone who had dabbled in society. But it seems to me,
It's Karen. It's Karen.
seems to me you're nothing but a common rogue. Now,
I'm sorry if I appear that way. Does this mean you don't want to play, or
well, no. I will not accept your half apology or your veiled apology. You're sorry if you appear this way. You can apologize for your comment, and I may allow you to stay at this table.
I'm sorry if what I said made you upset and offended you. It was not my intention. I was excited by the thought, actually, as I have never met anyone who is capable of cheating at a game like dice. But if you're not a cheater, then That's really interesting.
We hear this at this point, like our conversation.
Not yet. No.
No.
You hear some raised voices, but you know, as you walked in, you've heard raised voices. Like, oh,
Yeah.
for fuck's sake! And, oh, fuck this, and all that kind of stuff. So not yet. No, but.
We're about to, I get the feeling.
She looks at the pile of gold on the table, silver on the table, and she sits down and she's like, very well, just take your bloody seat. She looks very put out. So would you like to wager a silver piece? Okay. So
This is where Robert puts his rubbish back.
take a silver piece out of your inventory and roll me 66, please. So
Okay.
slash, you know how to do that in roll 20, don't you? Slash roll
Yeah,
66.
yeah,
Yeah, cool.
I'm just quickly changing my gold to silver.
Oh, she'll do that for you, don't worry.
66.
66.
Ooh.
Okay, so you keep the 5, 6, and so 6 and 6 is 12, and 5 is 17, and 4 is 21. So write down 21 somewhere.
I'm just
And
gonna
that means
type it in chat.
yeah, okay, 21. So then you keep the 6, 6, 5, and 4. That means you have 4. You can re-roll 46. So re-roll 46, and then
Would it not
Add
be
them up.
2d6 that he rerolls?
no, he loses the 2 that were under 4.
Ah,
So everything else
also-
under 4 doesn't count. So your total is 26. So remember that. So the chap
Okay.
here is gonna do the same.
My total is 21, not 26.
21. Sorry, 21. Apologies. Yeah. Roll 66.
Blackjack.
So this guy has a 5 and a 4 and a 4. So he's done well. 5 and 5 is 10, and 4 and 4 is 18. So he drops 2. So he's 18 at the moment. He drops 2, so that means he gets to roll 4 more d6. Oh, nice.
yeah.
So that is, he keeps all those. So he's got 19 plus 18 is 37, and he gets to reroll 46 again.
Jeez.
37 and 5 is 42, and 6 is 48, and he gets to roll. So we're at 48 now. And he gets to roll another 2d6.
High level fireball will be like.
So he's got 48.
Hey guys.
So I'm not going to go around the table and do it for all 4 of them. I'm just going to say that was so exceptional that this fellow wins. And he's like, yes. It's great to see. It's great to see me win some money. You're my good luck charm. Maybe you should stay with me because I find you're very lucky. First roll of the dice I won today. So why don't you stay with me? And he passes you your silver piece back. And he goes, it's good to win. It's good to see me win. What do you think, Melissa? What do you think, guys? Finally, you lose. You lose one, huh? And she's like,
Maybe I'm not your good luck charm. Maybe I'm just her bad luck charm.
yeah, whatever. I'll take it. It's good for me. You know, it's fine for me. So, yeah, maybe you stay here. Melissa, what do you think? What do you think? And she's like, Congratulations. I'm delighted for you. I think I'm going to go to the little girl's room. And she gets up and she walks away. I'll be back there, don't you worry. She goes out. Anyway, she goes on.
To be honest, when I saw you guys gambling here, I was hoping it was more a game of deceit and like tactics, but it's just chance. I'll play another round, but
there is an option to sort of manipulate the dice if you wish.
no, I was more referring to like
Liar's
poker
dice and
face
dice.
Counting
and
cards?
just lying, not counting
Okay.
cards.
Yeah.
Just laughing and saying
you do know that you have the the ability to sort of
Sleight of hand.
sort of hand, kind of just roll the dice and sort of
I don't care
you
about
know,
winning.
pass your hand over the
I was-
dice in
I
such a
was-
way as they're rolling. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. It's like it was just interested in the experience of sitting at a table of people trying to lie to each other about what they
Okay,
have.
yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking initially, you know that scene in Pirates of the Caribbean where they're doing
It's like
ice
four fours.
Yeah.
4 fours.
Unfortunately,
Five
it's
fives.
that's the same as. And I would also
Nice,
I would like
nice.
to thank Anne Gregerson from who wrote this. This came from DM's Guild. Tavern Games, very, very useful, a lot of fun if you're running a game. Tavern Games. This has sucked up approximately 3 hours of a 6-hour game last Christmas. As my players played all my home game, played all sorts of games. Chance.
Oh, it's like Gwent.
To Anne Gregerson. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's
you come
brilliant.
for the Witcher, you stay for Gwent.
Dude, there are so many awesome games. Tavern Games, I'll say it again. Brilliant. Check it out. It's on DM's Guild. See you guys. So, yes, Malcolm. Malcolm pops out and he goes, "Oh, dessert these stars. Dessert. There you go. Donuts and buns for everyone." And he brings out this it's almost if you've had the posh afternoon tea, it's like that.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a multi-tiered thing, but a very fine china and what looks like actual gold kind of piping that holds them all together. And he plonks it down on the table and he goes, he moves over the scales and goes, "Oh, so you wind up my I saw you wind up my antlers, my antlers there. Do you like them?"
Oh, they're cool.
Sorry, I was laughing at something that was said in the chat.
That Andy would loot the entire town by now. Yeah. I was just saying, you must be sitting there kicking yourself that you're up the road.
Yes.
Rob something.
Yeah.
Best thing
But
about
that doesn't mean
everything
that
is
Scales doesn't have to be a little bit of a kleptomaniac just because he likes things.
my,
I think
my
he's innocent enough to just maybe want to take things down again.
my
He
rogue
has
literally
klepto,
has
floor.
If you need to scratch that itch, phone up. So
My
is there,
rogue
I'm
He
not
has
the
Rob in his
klepto.
name.
Andy is the klepto.
yeah. Handy Andy, that's why I named her that. So yeah, he's like, how do you think the trophies here? Do you like them? I've got an ilk over there. I've got a beer and an ilk over there. So we wine up.
I can just imagine the mud is getting uncomfortable as he's talking about this.
No, not
Gail's just going to have
specifically.
grabbed the most powdery donutty looking thing off the tower and just shoved it whole into his mouth.
Okay.
So he can't answer about the
Nom, nom,
trophy.
nom.
because,
That's
he's got
all right,
powder
I'll leave that.
everywhere.
Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying that.
Hmm.
And as you do that, she wanders back in. She goes up to here. And he's there, and he's having chowder there. And then, Robert, are you having another round of this, or?
yeah, of course.
Okay.
I did say I'd go for 2.
Yep. Okay, so she pops back and she goes, "Well, let's try again, shall we? Let's say the winner goes first."
I feel we're all winners here.
How very magnanimous of you.
I put down my silver piece on the table.
Okay. Well, I roll 4d6, my friend.
1 second.
Jeet has coins if you have wares. Must be the other way around, but fuck it.
Okay, so we have
2.
5 and 6. Oh, that's
So,
not great. So you've got 11. And then you can roll 2 more d6.
Hey, there
11.
we go. 11.
A sleight of hand, mayhaps.
It's a very poor. You can do sleight of hand to beat. If your sleight of hand beats their passive perception, you can change 1 dice to above 4.
That might be true, but Robert is not a cheater.
Okay. Well, I'm just presenting the option. The option is there if you wish to take it. Okay. So this lady here is going to roll 46. Pretty sure she's going to beat you, but anyway.
Yeah.
5 and 4 is not. Oh, sorry, 46 plus 2. So I'd roll more. Sorry, I should have done.
He wins already, though, compared to
Yeah,
Robert.
well, let's just see
Yeah.
how. 26.
That's a lot of 4s.
Yeah, so 5 and 4 is 9, 4 is 13, and 5 is 18. So she wins there. So there's a back and forth, and it turns out she wins again between the 3 of these guys. And this fella is a...
Can I make it? Can I
40
make
now.
a-
Fucking hell. Yeah.
Can I maybe see if I saw if she cheated?
Yes. What would you like to... What of your skills would you like to use?
Would that be
Not exactly a
just-
skill challenge, but I will let you use if you can
Would that
justify
be-
your best skill.
Would that be insight?
You can certainly use insight if you wish. So describe how you're using your insight. So your insight wouldn't be necessarily used to scrutinize the dice. Insight would be more
scrutinizing
used to
her,
scrutinize
like,
a person.
I was scrutinizing her hands, seeing if she did something weird.
Perception.
Maybe it's like a.
Okay, excellent. So let's
Maybe
just
she
see.
swaps out dice for other dice, or. Like
Yeah. And you were certainly there was a bowl of dice when you arrived here, so you would have taken your 46 out of the bowl. Everyone else has been using the same dice. So yeah, roll insight.
Oh, get out of me. Insight. There we go. 15.
So not 16 because you have a +3 and it's showing a 13 on the.
12 plus 2 plus 1.
Oh, right.
15.
It
So
just shows
she
13
rolled-
on the 3D.
No,
dice.
I rolled a
Oh.
d20. And I added her deception to it. You get a vibe, but it's not as
It's nothing
yeah,
concrete.
No. But
could-
you're like yeah, it's not very yeah, there's something hinky going on, but you're not sure yet.
Interesting. And he just writes down in his book.
Okay.
This has been partially disappointing, but fun. Thank you for your time.
How are y'all cool? How are y'all getting on with your desserts there?
Ren's eaten like 1 or 2. I suppose
Okay.
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so anything else you'd like to do before the next round comes on? Anything you'd like to look at or
Not particularly. I mean, we were
Two.
talking about how Scales has done this thing.
You've no bards. Yeah, I mean you can you can go into that if Scales wants to talk about it.
Yeah, so I think one Scales has probably eaten quite a few pastries. Maybe an inadvisable number of pastries, really. That much sugar can't be good. But he's going to then sit back and be thinking, and he's going to just announce, apropos of nothing really. I've never seen another Dragonborn before, so they were Dragonborn, right?
I mean, they look
have-
exactly. Yeah. No, they were. I mean,
Yeah.
are Dragonborn? Are Dragonborn super rare within this world?
They're uncommon.
They're uncommon. So they're a mythical race, I suppose. Well, not mythical, but they're the rare races
They're
in
new.
general.
I
Well,
was
if
definitely
it's
the only one
anything,
in Somerton.
Have we seen them before? Like, would any of us have ever seen them before?
Yeah, maybe, but they're very rare. Well, like
Okay.
they're uncommon out here. Like they're
the
very
States.
rare out here, but they're uncommon in Sopheron.
Yeah.
So
I mean, there are definitely more around. Like, you're not the only one, but they're not. I suppose, as opposed to humans, half elves, dwarves, and like, I suppose they're more rare. There's less of a population of yous, at least within.
Do you think they're ghosts from the forest?
I don't know. I mean, there's something wrong with that forest, but that looked to have come from you. Like, it showed up as you started to fight.
And then he just kind of shrugs and reaches for another pastry because he hasn't got a clue.
at this point, I would pull a chair closer and sit down next to everyone else.
no problem. So Malcolm's here and he goes, talking about Dragonborn, are we?
Yeah. We saw like a spectre. I don't know. It looked like it was there, but not there at the same time. Another Dragonborn in the woods.
Kind of like Misha or Mishka.
Oh, Mishka, yeah, the bear.
Yeah,
that
Mishka,
was-
yeah.
Jean summoned that. Or
Yeah.
Lamont summoned that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it probably would have kind of looked like Mishka.
Did you do it?
Oh, it was
Seth?
Mishka then. No, I ain't heard of him.
So
Mishka's a friend of mine. I don't know, maybe one day she'll come visit.
It's a bear.
Well, I mean, that doesn't really matter.
Big bear.
It's a bear. He's a. He's a druid. They have their way with animals.
Right, fair enough.
Practically
So you're
83.
saying that there was some other dragonborn around the forest, and they look like a bear.
No, there was a bear. And yeah, it's complicated. It was kind of
It certainly
almost
fucking
see through
sounds
it.
complicated, mate. It's not.
just life of an adventure, huh?
I sent you a message
Are there
there
any
on,
dragons
on chat scales.
Templetown?
Scales. I sent you a whisper on chat there.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you can do
Alright,
it back,
I didn't
or you
see
can hit me
it
up in
pop up.
Discord if you want. No, you're on a tablet, I have to do that as well. So you're asking- You can just shout out the number if you want.
I didn't see it, chat. Oh, hang on. There we go. Oh, 1920.
Okay, cool. I'm a dragonborn in here. Now you're the only one. What's your name anyway?
I'm Scales. From
Nice to
Somerton.
meet you. Nice to meet you, Scale. You were that farmhand over in Somerton, didn't you?
Yeah, I was a farmer, but now I'm not a farmer. Now I'm an adventurer.
Oh, it's a step up in it.
Yeah, it's much more
Has it-
exciting.
How's the adventure
Kind of
going for you?
confusing.
Well,
Well-
adventure can often be confusing.
Confusing.
Yeah.
But
But
that's the
I
beauty of it.
found these friends, so yeah, I think it's going well so far.
Well, you're still alive, aren't you?
For now.
Exactly.
Excellent. That's great. Dragonborn in the town, none. Maybe about 20 years we had two come through.
Hmm.
So they were traveling to Somerton and then
Scales, you're about that age, right?
on to the blasted isles then.
Yeah.
They're the only, it's the last
I'm a-
time we've had any dragonborn through here. 20
Blasted Isles,
years.
that's the,
Did they
that's
go
what
into
it-
the forest?
Was that?
Did they go into the forest?
I didn't follow them out of Templetown. That'd be a bit weird, wouldn't it? They just left out the South Road
Awesome.
and headed to the road to Somerton then, and then talking about the blasted isles or something like that.
That is the direction of the forest. I mean, it's out on it's an island, but it is that direction, I suppose. From what I know.
Maybe they died. Maybe the trees got them, and their
Maybe.
ghosts live in the forest.
Probably.
I mean, yes, it's one way to look at it. Yeah. Anyway, you're just asking about Dragonborn. They're the only ones I've ever seen. I've been working here 30 years. I have.
There's a few in Selfround that I know
just-
of. But
Just out of character for you,
Mhm.
Scales is not going to put two and two together. And get
No, I know
four.
that. Yeah, definitely.
Um,
and neither
That's
should you
correct.
feel you have to.
I feel like Ren is like a bit of an inkling. He's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
like so stepping out of character here. Like the only reason he's mentioned that is that Scales, like he said in character, is the only Dragonborn to pass through since those two passed through, and
Yeah.
it's something that people would remember.
Mm.
That's the only reason he brings it up, and I'm not even guaranteeing that they have anything to do with you.
It's
I'm just saying.
the odds of them heading towards somewhere and also being Dragonborns around the same time
Well,
scales.
you know, well,
if I
I mean,
was
yeah.
anyone but Scales, my character would be putting two and two
Yeah.
together and at least asking questions here. But Scales just isn't
No.
going to.
I know.
So,
I mean,
that's just
I've
For
there
the
are
rest
several.
need to know
yeah.
that.
No, it's fine. No, there are several ways your backstory can find you, as it were, and this may or may not be one of them.
Like a very strong hammer to the head.
Yeah, well, no, it's going to be.
Hey,
We'll see what goes. Thank you, Xanthia, for the gifted subs.
Thanks, Michaela.
You.
So yeah, excellent. So yeah, so he kind of heads off and he goes, just we'll probably be talking about you for a while there. You're somewhat of a celebrity now. Do you know
can
what?
tell them I liked the pastries.
Do you know what? Pastries are on me. You enjoy them. I won't charge you guys for the pastries.
Oh,
That's
thank you.
appreciated.
Now
That's very nice of you.
I'll tell you what, right? Don't tell that crowd and stuff around. I get the pastries for free.
The ones up by the temple.
The ones over here in the temple, fucking snooty lot. Awful fucking snooty.
Is Randall like?
I'm from the capital city. Fucking.
Randall subtly gesture towards the blonde at the table. Is she one of them?
The blonde in the not a cape.
Yeah.
Gambler.
Yeah.
Gambler lady.
No, is she one of them?
That's my daughter.
I'm just asking. She looks a bit,
She looks a
fancier.
bit what?
than
She
the-
looks a bit what? What does she look like?
She looks a bit better dressed than the majority of the people we've seen in town. I'm not
Maybe
saying
it's
anything
because
about
she's
your
really
daughter.
good at
Don't worry.
gambling.
Yeah, and she's really good at gambling at Gordon Robert here. I'm not trying to say anything about your daughter. Don't worry. Don't worry.
You're not
That's
trying to
the-
say anything. I think you just said something.
I don't mean to
Anyway,
be.
I'm not the kind of person to revoke a free dessert, so knock yourselves out with the things. Anyway, he goes over and he starts working at the things here and looking at the stuff here and looking at stuff
Okay,
here.
that's person number 5. Ren is pissed off in town.
So Ren, I'd like to introduce you to a concept called self-control.
I mean, I was
It
just.
might be foreign to you.
It's just like she looks like the cape thingy. It looks a bit more fancy than what most people wear around here.
Yeah, maybe next time before
Gales is
you
going to
say
grab
some-
another
I'm just
pastry.
curious.
Yeah, next time before you say something,
Yeah,
maybe
work
count
away and
to
grab
10.
your pastry.
I wasn't trying to have a go at her. I was just saying, is she one of the people from Sofa?
So since we've got here, you've set a house on fire.
Hey, I put it out.
You've pissed off a baker. You've
Me and Grundletooth. Hey. Me and Grundletooth get along great.
you've threatened the guy at the meadery.
He deserved it.
So did
Debatable.
Sean.
I just want to say if you need maybe some help with learning how to communicate and talk to people, I could be
Excellent.
Robert,
I
I
can
don't
really
know.
help
You
you.
do kind of mentally.
Zanfia
scar
says
people
nearly burned some
sometimes.
kids to a crisp.
What? I never
Yes,
did that.
well, yes,
That's what? When did that
Thanks,
happen?
okay, look.
I think they were the kids that you almost. Sorry,
Fuck
you
this.
You also broke someone's scarecrow.
I mean, okay, that was not my idea. That was Scales' idea.
You still did it though.
I just listened to Scales here.
Gales is looking incredibly excited as his head goes back and forth with a donut stuffed in it.
Okay.
Hey, the scarecrow could have been.
There are
like,
plenty
fat.
more there. It's a very, very generous plate.
Did I ever say it's a very long list of shit?
Like you've just about worked your way through tier 1. There's still tier 2 and 3 to go. And
Yeah.
I suspect there are loos out the back. So I suspect Scales might be in tiers as well later on.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Look, we need to come up with a plan because this we can't. I think we discussed it back in the woods. We can't go after this, whatever this is, unprepared. We can't just charge off blindly into the woods.
Well, I mean,
As you were having these discussions, you notice a very well dressed and well armored, looks like an elf walk into the bar, and he slams a gauntleted hand down on the bar. And he murmurs,
Okay.
"Hello, sir. How can I get you?" And he leans over the bar, and he's over there, and he goes, "Does all conversation does all conversation
Oh, yeah.
very obviously
Yeah.
cease, and you all turn around to try and listen, or are you going to try and be a little bit subtle about this?"
I'll try be subtle. I don't know about the rest of the party.
Scales
Oh.
is staring
yeah,
quite obviously.
same. The
Okay.
wood is not subtle.
Okay.
Ren's hand is immediately gone to like his spell book, like it's under his jacket.
Oh my god.
There you go. Something happens.
Oh yeah. So you hear him whispering. Well, kind of whispering. So anyone who wants to can roll a perception check. Just hear how the conversation begins.
Oh, Ren's not good at perception. I forgot about that.
No. Oh
I rolled
wow.
well.
Okay, 19. Okay, Ren, you pick it up first. He's just like, I'm stuck in this godforsaken town. Here for God knows how long. And I miss my wine. I miss quality wine. What's the best you've got here? Don't serve me that piss again. Innkeep. I certainly open the good stuff. And as he steps over here, your man goes, wait, innkeep, come back here. So what's up? And he points this way and he goes, what is that? And ran you. Well, it's been here longer than I have. It's been here about
Is it the bottle or the rune on the wall?
this little thing here.
Yeah.
Which is actually it's like a stone slab. That's sort of just sitting leaning against the wall, covered in dust. And he's like, I was been here since I started here, and I don't know where it's come from. It's always been here. It's like a decoration. There's like, and you can see there's like the usual shit behind.
Yeah.
The bar, like old
And the bottles of the
tea and
bottles and shit.
advertisements and things and bottles and shit like that. And Valder's like, so well, you haven't heard his name, you don't. I've given it away. It doesn't matter. It's not a secret.
I didn't hear
And
it
he goes,
anyways.
and he goes, how much for it? I want it. So, I was.
Based on the accent, can we pick up? Is this guy from like? Does he have I don't know what a Sufferone accent would be, but like I assume Ren and the others. What is he from Sufferone?
I mean, you don't need to roll in insight. He is incredibly well dressed.
Yeah.
The gear he has on him is like it's worth a fortune.
So he's one of
And
these
he- and-
stinky pricks that the bartender mentioned.
Definitely is, yeah.
Great. At this point, Ren's going to make his way towards the bar.
Okay.
I'm not going to start a conversation.
It's good.
He's
He's
just going
joking
to
over there, buddy.
he's just going to take a seat at this stool here, and just wait until like like he's waiting to place an order kind of thing. Not like he's listening, but he's going to subtly try like to get closer,
Okay.
just in
And
case
he
anything
says,
happens.
And he says, sell it to me. Oh, and he's like, it's kind of been there a long time. It's not like a lucky charm or anything like that, but I kind of like, the feng shui it gives the place. It's got that, it's so dusty and everything like that. Gives us a kind of gives it a kind of historical vibe to the establishment, if you will. He's like, and Valor's there. I tire of your prattle, little man. Sell it to me. I will take it.
And that's when Ren's going to chime in. He's going to be like, "Is there an issue?" Says he doesn't want to sell it.
Okay, he looks to you, and it's a look of like,
Yeah, he's looking down on me, kind of thing. Like it's been.
and he looks,
we all
and
hear
he
this?
hold. You can all see this, yeah. And even the game is silenced over here. And he looks over and he goes, "What are you?"
What am I?
Yes.
Well, first of all, the question I think that most people would ask in this situation is, "Who are you?" My name's Ren. Second of all,
Who
the
you are, I
barkeep.
do not care for.
Yeah, I don't care. Drop the axe. No one gives a shit where you're from or who you are, just because you have fancy armor.
Actually, I kind of interested. Are you from Saffron?
Where are you deliberately talking over Ren to stop this, or are you sort of
Yeah, I assume so.
or is Robert just doing his normal kind of understated quiet question? Because if he is Robert's being Robert, he's going to be drowned out by this interaction here. So
Well, I'm
sort of
standing
need you
right next to Ren. I'm kind of between him and the.
Yeah, but are you
when he
are you
said
trying to
nobody
stop
cares,
this
he's just-
interaction?
No, he's just too not good in conversations to realize that he.
So what are you
is-
asking him?
Where he's from? If he's actually from Sufferone.
Yes, Sufferone. What of it?
I was just curious.
Very well.
Sorry.
Allow me to continue. Apology accepted. Allow me to continue with my discussion here.
Yeah, all I'm saying
with
is
this thing.
I've introduced myself already. My name's Ren,
You are insignificant, Ren.
and you're.
Remove yourself to your table and continue to eat your pastries.
No, I think I'll
This
stay right
business
here.
does not concern you.
Oh, I didn't mean to be paying there, John. Message me. You're clearly harassing the barkeep. He said he doesn't want to sell it. Like, just
He's not harassing. It's don't worry about it. Ren, just you can have a sit down there if you want. But
I'll stay where I am.
Very well. Anyway,
He's staring down the.
So
I suppose
Scales
he-
hasn't done it yet, but Scales has like lifted up one of the powders, kind of like hefting it in his hand to judge the weight of it.
the donuts.
One of them, yeah, and
Okay.
he's like, he hasn't done anything with it yet, but he's definitely.
Is he gonna
thinking
throw
about
it? Yeah, no. At this point, Ren has
Okay.
his hand like on his belt.
As you
Yeah.
as you test the weight of it, the smell kind of wafts past your nose, and this is definitely one of the nicest ones that you found so far.
That probably definitely distracts me from throwing it so far.
I mean, you can still throw it if you wish, but I mean, it seems one of the most kind of plump and freshest ones that you found so far. It was on the second tier.
So I'm hesitating, but I suppose it's like it depends on if the guy continues to be a twat. Like,
Yeah. Sorry, go on,
this-
Ren.
we'll see how he
Yeah.
goes.
So I've introduced myself. What's your name?
My name is none of your business. Now, please conduct your own business.
You
At your wee little table.
I mean-
here. I'm here on official business of the Crown of
Official,
Sophrone.
yeah.
Okay? Now, I've not time for peasants or erstwhile adventurers. This is what you call yourselves. Please go and slay some goblins out in the roads or something. Make yourselves useful. I'm sure there's a reward to be found somewhere. I'll tell you what, slay me 10 goblins and I'll pay you handsomely for it. Make yourselves useful.
And at that point, Ren's gonna look back over the table. He's like, "How many goblins did we kill in Summerton again? I think it was more than 10, right?"
Excellent.
Lemon is just
Congratulations.
educated.
Well done, you. Why don't you take their heads down to the capital and they'll pay you handsomely for it. Set you up maybe for a night of drinking. And donuts, it just seems. If you wouldn't mind, I would like to conduct my business with the gentleman here without being interrupted further.
I'm sorry, sir. I just want to ask you one more question, if you don't mind.
He takes in
If it
a
doesn't-
really deep breath and goes,
How long have you been in TempleTown?
what business is that of yours?
It might relate to my business.
What is your business?
I'm awaiting news from. I'm a writer of sorts, and I was curious if.
You can see the look in his face, and he's clearly like, "What the fuck is going on here?" And he's really getting really fucking impatient now. And he's like, "You're right, right. What can I do for you?"
I was.
I've been
wondering,
here. I've been here 10 days, say.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. Thank you. Have a nice day. And he'll go away. And
I'm
sit
certainly
at his
trying
table.
to, my friend. I'm certainly trying to. Now, you, how much for the bauble? And anyone who's still listening, and he goes,
Everyone's listening.
"Well, yeah, it's been here a while. Like I say, I would fund a bit." Ren, you can continue to get involved in this. Like I'm not shutting you out as a DM. I'm sort of shutting you out in character.
No, I understand it. He's backed off just due to the guy's clearly throwing his weight around. And once you mentioned the capital, Ren's like, "Okay, I know when to pick my fights. This isn't a fight I want to pick." But if the guy continues to throw his weight around, Ren might step in. Kind of. He's stepped back, but he's not stepped away from the situation. But
So, there's a back and forth. He's like, "Oh, I don't know. I want to sell it." And then he just goes, "Do you know what? Fuck this! By the authority of the crown and the authority that I command, I'm seizing this item on behalf of the Kingdom of Sophrone. Hand it over.
Okay, I'm
right
throwing
now.
the donut.
Yeah.
Throwing the donut.
Yeah.
Okay, roll to hit. This would be an improvised weapon. So
D4 donut damage.
I would imagine that. Do you know what? Given the amount of donuts here, you can add your that you've eaten here. You can add your proficiency bonus to this attack roll.
Come on, roll 20. Stop it. I've done it again. Okay, so
I feel Scales is
a-
proficient in donuts at this stage.
Now it just needs to be a natural 20, and then she kills a person with a donut.
So, guys, this is where we get executed for crimes against the crown.
8 from Mitsumap says, "Do not do it."
Okay, so an improvised weapon, is that just an unarmed attack?
Yeah, unarmed.
Yeah, but so I will let you add your dex and your proficiency to this
You will
because
say
you've
what?
thrown enough donuts up into the air and caught them with your mouth.
Plus 1 plus 2.
I
Okay,
think
so
you get
it's-
dex plus proficiency on this.
Okay, so it's plus 1 plus 2 to whatever this roll is.
That's a +5, so that's a 16 plus 1 plus 2, so that's
That's
Plus
a
1
dirty
plus 2
21.
is
Is it?
3, so it's
19.
It's, 19 to hit.
19 is his armor class. So
pizza.
Whoa.
bonk.
Wow.
And it's one of the ones that was,
Powdered.
Scale. Well, yeah, Scale's not going to waste an ice donut. So I feel like you would have looked down the floor and kind of seen one there and picked that one up. And it feels harder than most. And you just are you trying to be subtle about this, or are you just going "Ugh," and throwing it?
Pretty much it's just a don't be a bully kind of thing.
Okay, yeah, cool. So
Question though, can you tell if this armor is just for show, or if he actually seems like he is?
He's got
He's-
an armor class of 90.
He's dressed
It
for
is not
battle.
sure.
He's dressed for battle, but
Ryan.
I get the feeling that he, just from the way he's going on, I have a feeling he's never actually really
Oh well, so you can certainly roll insight.
insight. Yeah, that's all I want to check. I just want to get, is he actually a fighter, or is he just he's bought fancy armor and he thinks he can control his way around, kind of thing?
One side of another wants to get in between him and the donut to just.
No,
catch it.
Ren doesn't know. Ren's too shocked by the donut.
No clue. One side of are you going to try and do your
Yeah, because this is not going to go as good.
if you want, I will give you
Could
so what did you roll to hit? Do you know what? No, I think it's I think it's too late. You hit him.
Yeah.
And he's in the middle of the middle of going with the authority I've been given by the crown itself. And it's sort of Scales put some spin on it, and what it starts to go for the back of his head and it spins around and catches him right there, and it bounces off the right side of his forehead and just shoots over here. And if anyone, the only person that can see this is Ren. There's a large trail of glaze and sugar across his forehead. And he's
Simba.
by the authority of the crown.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
nice shot, Scales.
And there's this silence for about 3 seconds, and you just hear you hear from Malcolm. Oh. And yeah, by the way, Solo, I have no problem giving away an AC. It's always I'm the way I DM is I'm never gonna hide an AC from people if they meet it. And I think it's I think that's fair. Yeah, so
in
there's
the
a silence.
Scales is just going to be standing there, and he's going to say, "You're being a bully, and being a bully is bad."
I feel like this is where impulse control would be.
Yeah.
And he probably does look like, when you've seen a kid who was at an amusement park and they had 3 super large Fantas and 2 things of hot dog, corn dogs, and of the spun sugar, the candy floss, and they're just they've been shook up by the roller coaster and then they're handed back to their parents. that's probably kind of what's going on Scale's face as well. Like he's very convicted, but he's clearly like,
He doesn't know. He doesn't realize the gravity of what he's just done.
oh, the sugar is
Yeah.
going high at the moment.
Ren's hand is immediately on his spellbook. Like he's ready to go, but he doesn't want to be.
You see him.
Guys, I just sorry,
Yeah.
Dave. I just realized if you alt and click your token, you can move it without moving it on the grid, so you can
Yeah.
put
Yeah, yeah.
the token in places that are like.
Oh, that's sick.
You
Didn't
can-
know
yeah,
that.
I thought you all knew that. Sorry. Okay, so you see him put his hand to his chest and reach under his robes. And that's what it's. And then nothing magical seems to happen. But he walks over here and he goes, "I don't know who or what you are, but I am here with the utmost authority from the crown. I represent the king himself. And
I'm scared.
if you believe authority is bullying, I suggest you leave this kingdom. You are under the rule of the king. And I represent his power in this town. If you don't like it, leave."
Can I tell if he is possibly using his authority a bit
Incorrectly? I don't think they
like
need to
a
check for that.
bully,
He is being a bully.
especially. Yeah, but I mean, like,
Yeah, roll
is he,
insight.
is he within his rights or like?
I mean,
Yeah, Robert would know from being.
yeah, roll
part of
insight.
the Guard, he
Okay.
probably have an idea.
Okay. Would that be against deception? Just out of curiosity.
He's not trying to deceive anyone.
Okay.
Scales is going to look past him at the thingy that
Nope.
he was trying to take and then back
I
at him
am just
again
not
and
rolling
say,
good. 6.
Did the
it's,
king ask you to get that thing?
That thing is of interest to the kingdom. That's
Then
all I say it again. And I will leave you with this simple one. Throw another donut and I will decapitate you with the full authority of the kingdom. And
that's
he
how
looks
that works.
towards Lamud. He goes, "Control your pet." He walks off.
As he walks off, let me just get Lamud is just gonna
I mean, you can roll
Especially-
inside as well if you want Lamud to try and suss him out.
Yeah,
I really
I'll
want
do
to.
that
I
now,
really want to cast
but-
reduce on him,
Hey.
like right now, just shrink him. But like that's
Hey.
gonna set shit off.
as he walks away, and Lamud's not saying this softly, he's saying this hard enough for him to hear. He just says, sorry, I lost my place there. I'm just looking for the specific one. Yeah, he's gonna just say Zanbar. And Robert, you would immediately recognize the word because you understand Orcish. He is calling him an elf son.
What language you're speaking? Orcish, Jim?
Orcish, yeah.
What just came in the door?
And I'll do my insight quickly.
They're Saffron guards from the.
Nope.
Anyone else who is around the table, feel free to roll insight as well.
I'll inside him again.
No, you can't insight
No, no,
again.
not again.
Anyone else
Sorry,
who
yeah.
hasn't rolling, I mean, someone can roll for Jaden if they wish.
I'll roll inside because he was like keep on passing me and stuff. Man.
Yeah, no
What
problem.
the hell are those things?
Elves.
Dirty 20.
Okay, dirty 20. The vibe that you get from this, the armor and his clothing are well worn. The armor is battle scarred. He has several. Let me just double check, make sure I am telling the truth.
Inside check on the DM.
He has several weapons upon him. He is carrying a light crossbow, which is on his side.
Yeah.
He's also carrying a morning star, which is by his side as well. And he's wearing scale mail.
If he was to look like
He has a
specific
shield
class,
on
which
his.
would he
He has a
look like?
shield on his back. He's elven, and whatever he reached for underneath his armor is out of sight. But you get the vibe. This guy is. If you were to take him on in single combat, you get the vibe that he would fucking annihilate you.
Just a question out of character, also, Dave. Has enough time passed for a short rest?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I
I'm-
think you only had starters, and
Okay,
then this
no-
came in.
No,
Oh, well, so you only starter desserts, and then this came in. So
I
I
unfortunately-
don't think we should be fighting this guy, guys.
I'm fishing, so no stress.
No, it's no problem. Yeah, if it doesn't happen like when starters were on instead of like dessert, grand. So the conversation continues, and this guy goes, "Fetch the bauble and give it to me now." And as he says that, if you want to zoom in, these guys, I know they look evil, unfortunately, but they're not. Well, they're not monsters. What you see are people, men, all human men. All six of them sort of arrive in maybe a minute after he clutched that, and they all have kind of maces by their sides. They're all wearing chainmail, carrying shields, and they are sort of in similar colored robes to this gentleman here, and they're underneath their chainmail, and they stand at the door blocking any exit. Now,
Not
my
good.
friend, fetch this. The time for payment, the opportunity for payment has passed. Fetch it. Right, no problem at all. Right, yeah, I'll get it for you now. And he picks it up. Unfortunately, it's not a it's not a roll 20 edition, so it's a thing. It's an incarnate thing. So he fetches it, and it seems to have some weight to it, and he gets it, and he brings it over to Balder, and he puts it there.
As he brings it closer, can I try see more specifically what it is?
It is it's about the size. It's about that big by that big. It's like it's not quite a 5x5 kind of flagstone, but it's like about a 3 foot by 3 foot heavy piece of stone.
Well, I'm more so interested in, like, there's a carving on it on the picture, so I don't know if there is one.
There is a
What it
very
is.
obvious, there's a very obvious rune, and the rune is exactly like that.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to see. Could I identify the rune
It doesn't look familiar to you.
at all? Okay.
You
It's
could
not
roll
any-
Arcana. You get a natural 20. I might tell you something.
I'll try. Like, Ren would try to identify what it is.
Yeah, go for it.
first, you know, so, well, actually, could I, identify if I was to expend the spell slot to do it, I'd probably stop you touching it, so yeah, I'll just roll Arcana. No. It's a 10.
No, you can't really figure out what this is. And he puts it there. This guy steps away from it. He goes, "You men, collect it. Bring it back to the church. Our work here is done." He turns back and walks to you guys and goes, "You would be wise not to interfere with the business of the crown again, lest you find yourself imprisoned or destroyed."
Gales is probably just going to give a little growl at all of this, like a very low little like.
Okay.
We'd never dream of it.
Are we clear?
I'm loyal to the crowd. Always have been.
All hail the king and all that.
Glad to hear it. Remember your place, subject.
What is your name, sir?
I'm Valda.
Alder. It's a nice name. Strong name. Sounds good. I like it.
He sort of just looks at you for like, kind of holds the eye contact for about 10 seconds. Do you look away? Yeah.
Occasionally, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not good at eye contact.
Yeah, as soon as you look away the first time, he seems satisfied and he walks by.
Did you say his name was Valder?
Valda,
Like
V-A-L-D-A-R.
Valdar, okay.
You see one of the guys goes to pick it up. And it's heavy. And he goes to carry it out. Anyone like to do anything before they leave?
I think this is one of those moments where we need to choose our battles. We're going to die if we do anything here, and so likely all day.
Well, I mean, Ren rolled an insight of 4, so you think you can probably take him on.
Yeah. I suppose, yeah, I'm not going to do it though.
Robert's
I
not
think even
interested in.
Scales can count how many men are at the door, and
Yeah, it's more so just from the amount of people that have just come in and like all the king stuff. You know, it's like, all right.
Okay.
DM.
Yeah.
Do I know who he is?
She would have been in the army. No. Oh, I mean, you can roll a history check. If you get really high, you may have heard of him.
Okay, one sec.
I mean, it's quite
No, Christian, I'm not
possible
going to do
it's
it. I don't
quite
have
possible
fireball yet.
that he may have been involved. He seems like the kind of person that is sent out, on discreet crown business. So he may have been involved in some of the things that you guys are involved in.
It's history, right?
Yeah, or if you can convince me that another role would be more appropriate, you feel free to roll that.
I was just.
Oh!
Holy shit.
Thanks, Robert.
I wish I got that on the Arcana. I really want to know what that rune is.
Me. Okay, this kind of changes everything. You have heard of him. Give me a second. Now, until I pull out my fucking
Notes.
Didn't think I'd have to get to the.
I have a feeling we finally stumbled
I
across the
think
main
I'd have to
story.
get to the royal family yet, but I do.
Wow. Jesus.
The
So-
dice gods, the
Scales
dice gods
made a
giveth,
boo-boo.
and the dice gods taketh
Oh
away.
well, the dice gods are giveth right now because. Okay, now.
I mean, I've been rolling bad all session, so.
I mean, if
Okay.
you're gonna roll
Yeah.
good, this is the time to fucking roll good. Let's see where his notes are and how much I can give you from this.
Scales, you just probably hit royalty with a donut.
Oops.
How
Ren
does
will
it
high
make you
five.
feel?
Ren is going to go over and high five Scales the second these guys have left. That was a power move, and he respects it.
Okay. How much can I give you for that 20? So it's a not 20 for 25.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have the +5 to history.
Wow. Okay.
Thank fuck for Robert's weird skill arrangement.
Yeah, I have expertise in like investigation and history and stuff. It's not stealing or lock picking.
Okay.
Or anything like
So you've heard of this person before. And you know that the Crown are interested in historical and religious artifacts, especially lately. Like lately, I say in the last 10 to 15 years. Sometimes the army were sent out to clear an area that may have been inhabited by people who've been there for thousands of years. Indigenous people.
Yeah.
This was part of your work and part of the work that you found distasteful. Whenever there was a religious site of interest, sometimes that the army would be sent out, and as military intelligence, you would be there, but maybe not. You wouldn't be the one driving spears through hearts.
Yeah.
but you would still, and like I said, it was very distasteful. So you've seen this guy before. He shows up at these sites, and you've seen him go in. One in particular, maybe into the southwest near the Mirelands, if that's what they're called. One second. To the southwest. So yeah, the Rotting Moors. Sort of between Spearwood and the Rotting Moors, there was a site of supposed religious interest, and there was an indigenous tribe of people there, and the army was sent to clear them out. And then this guy shows up, and the closest you got to it was you saw the ruined version of those standing stones that you guys see throughout the maps. That, obviously in character that you maybe some of you won't know much about, but out of character that you've spoken about. And the one thing you remember is setting up a tent, half a mile away, several tents, and drawing up maps and surveying the area and working with historians to try and figure out how the area might have looked 1,000 years ago. And then you remember drawing maps, based on those interpretations. And your most vivid memory is of this guy going in with, say, 10 or 15 men and women that were sort of dressed like this and coming out by himself.
What are they wearing? Like, are they wearing what they're wearing in the image?
They're wearing, like I said, they're wearing chainmail, and they're wearing kind of, you can see if you zoom in on him, he's got kind of a blue long tunic over white robes with a white hood, and he's also wearing scale mail. So
They look
the
like
robes will be
vestments
over.
of sort, really? Like
You would need a successful insight check to determine that. In character.
I'm asking out a character at this point just so I can gather what he looks like.
Yeah, I mean, they could be interpreted as vestments, yeah. So you remember him coming out. You were walking by, and
I remember.
I really don't want to fucking tell you this yet, but
Okay,
you rolled a 25, so I have to. So you remember a commander called Drakfar, human man, Commander Drakfar, and he walked across, and you remember saying, "Good work, Valdar. Good work." I will put in a good word for you with the King and the Magister. Valdar. Now this is a long time ago, and you remember him going, "Thank you, sir. I'm sure I can be of value, immense value." And the object was handed over. The last you remember when you left that site, there were engineers and there were clerics marching in and attempting to restand those stones.
Okay.
And that's where we're going to leave it for tonight.
Okay.
I think we just found the main plot finally.
Maybe.
Maybe.
In case we need to
Run away again.
reference the symbol I did.
Oh, excellent.
Robert.
Thank you very much. I have a handout as well, but sure, we don't need that if you have that. Excellent.
Robert. did actually
Okay,
know.
thanks very much, everyone, for tuning in. That was I thought it was going to go one way, and then you guys decided to go another, which is fine, but I have everything ready, so you guys can go wherever you want. It's open world. Don't forget, this Sunday, we're going to be part of Dry Icon World 2021. You can, is it 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock, guys? I think Zanfia.
2 o'clock.
It's 2 p.m. GMT, is it?
Sorry, just give me 2 seconds. I'm scrolling through the chat.
Pretty sure it's
It
3.
is,
Yeah,
three-
Zombie
2
says 2
p.m.
p.m. GMT. So you guys can find us on Dry Icon on their Twitch, 2 p.m. I'm going to be running these guys through what can best be described as 60 minutes of attrition. So they're going to find out what it's like to steal from a wizard in his own home and what the consequences are.
As someone who plays a wizard, it's not a good idea.
No, it's not.
Our towers,
So yeah, please tune in. Please tune in. We've some really interesting characters. This encounter was written by our very own druid, played by Jean. I've altered it slightly just to keep him on his toes, so he doesn't know everything about it. And also, please check out our Sunday Cloaks. Is Sunday Cloaks the final battle with the Necromancer? Please tell me it is.
It depends.
We hope.
It is. Is it?
We hope so.
We hope so. Excellent. So it is. So yeah, Grant. Because we missed a couple of weeks. So the gang were played, and they. So what happened? You placed a rod into the hand of this undead creature.
No, we stabbed him, didn't we?
We stabbed him with it. That's right.
Sandy
Yeah.
stabbed him in the neck. I want to say.
Yeah, I think it was something like that. Yeah.
Which seemed to wake him up and put him in a rather bad mood. Yeah, it was supposed to kill him, but I think I think you guys were like, you were told it would do one thing and it did another. So I think we're going to start off on Sunday.
Yeah.
Shit's going to hit the fan. I've been dying for this. Like I posted in the Twitch. I posted it in the Twitch Discord last week. Are we fighting the Necromancer? And no one answered for 3 days. I was like, well, I guess not. So I'm dying for this to happen.
I'm looking forward to see it too.
Ben is a great DM, and please tune in for Sunday for the Cloaks. Catch us on Saturday 2 p.m. It's going to be great. We only have an hour, so if you feel like you can't check out a full stream, don't worry. It's just an hour, and it will be an action-packed hour.